Initialize sequence now.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your safety belts, because it's time for the Radio Freaks.
Oh, Lordy Lord, he's desperate. Do what he say. Do what he say.
You gotta do some more show prep, motherfucker.
Are you about to call me an asshole?
We're going to hell in a handbasket.
As of this very moment, I am still a virgin.
Russian roulette is bareback sex with 6 chicks and one of them has AIDS.
We're a bad influence.
We do like to speak about vagina whenever possible.
Yes, we do. God bless this medium.
He said, I can smell your cunt.
You know, I found my dad's Playboy stash probably around 8 or 9 years old.
Ooh, Hustler magazine. I finally get to see what a vagina looks. Oh God! Oh my God!
I want the resurrection of the V word. I've had it.
Is that supposed to be sexy?
Everybody accuses me of riding coattails anyway, so.
Yeah, I might as well join in then.
It's not a fucking man crush.
You guys kick ass. You're double life gonzo. Intensity in 10 cities. Live at Budokai.
I wish death and AIDS on a number of people throughout the day, just to get through the day.
We're completely just fucking self-destructing. Gentlemen, welcome to the Radio Freaks. RadioFreaks.tv. John and Brian with you for another week of fun and excitement. The very first show of 2011. And boy, do we have a show for you. What's going on, John?
Doozy we've got. I'm going okay. I'm a little tired.
You and your salty language. A doozy, you say.
Quite a hubbub. How do you do? A ruckus.
You do remember that we can curse on this show, right?
Oh, that's right. We got a fucking great show for you this fucking goddamn night. God damn it.
You're a fucking mess.
Yes, I am.
That's all right, I am too. First show of 2011. How was your holidays, all right? I already know the answer to this question, but I'm setting you up.
up until the 26th? No, not even the 26th. Up until... You know what? I would say that... Well, listen, the story... I mean, I'm sure a few people who are listening right now know the story. The problem is that I can't say it was a bad time starting at any point what thereof.
Right.
Because the people involved, I had fun.
Well, that's always most important.
Yes.
You can have the shittiest time in the world, but as long as you're surrounded by good people, then you can make the best of it.
Oh, forget you! It was that's exactly what it was. I was surrounded by the best people out there.
For those of you that are not listening on the East Coast, we got fucked by a snowstorm about a week ago.
Yeah, Frosty the Snowman just slipped up behind us and parked it right in our ass.
Yes, and John got it much harder on Long Island than I did down here in Philly. We got about a foot, maybe a foot and a half, maybe 2 feet. You guys wound up getting almost 3 to 4 feet, didn't you?
About that, yeah. We were snowed in a number of places, and I wasn't even in my house, and apparently there was like an 8-foot snowdrift that was blown onto the front of my house.
Wow.
I didn't even get a chance to see that. That's the worst part.
And then your car got broken into, and you wound up in a hotel, and...
Well, I was driving through Brooklyn, trying to drop people off from a birthday party celebration, and I was on the way home. I was on my way there to their houses to drop them off. You know, the snow was coming down. Now, I lived in Rochester, New York for like 6 years. Sorry, 6 years. 1 year didn't count technically because I wasn't up there. And I know how to drive in snow. I've driven a Jeep Cherokee in snow. I've driven a Delta 88, an Oldsmobile 88 in snow. I know how to handle it. I know how to ride in it. I know how to expect the skids. I know how to take care of his car. The problem is that I didn't pay attention to where I was in the driving perspective.
Right.
Like I was on a main road, and as long as I had been staying on the main road, I was cruising. But I was following the GPS too closely, and I made the left turn when I shouldn't have.
Yeah, it's those side roads that'll get you every time. I work for an ambulance company, which we already know. And I dispatch, and every time we have snow, even the slightest bit of snow on the ground, we tell people, especially in Center City, avoid the fucking side streets, because sanitation department, that's the last place they're going to plow. So you're going to get stuck. But, all right, enough about us. We can talk about that more later. We have a guest with us this evening who recently got off tour with the Vince Vaughn's Wild West Comedy Tour. He's going to be on George Lopez on January 25th, and most importantly, because I know Vinny's listening, he's going to be doing 5 shows this weekend: Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Thursday, the 6th at 8 o'clock. Friday, the 7th, 8 and 10:30, and Saturday, the 8th, 8 and 10:30. Also, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Bret Ernst to the Radio Freaks.
Hey, guys.
What's up, buddy?
I'm glad I don't have to deal with all that snow crap, man. That's just the good part about living in California.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine you get too much snow out there.
Yeah.
No, not at all, man.
What about when you were living in Florida? Did you get some down in Florida? I know once in a rare while.
There's a reason why people leave the cold states, you know?
Yeah. See,
dude, I'm freezing now, and it ain't even that cold.
How warm is it in L.A., or are you down in Florida?
No, I'm in L.A. I live in L.A. No, okay. It gets you get down to like the 30s and 40s. Like it gets a little chill, but it's nothing like these winters. I mean, I grew up in these winters, and they can get pretty bad, man. I mean, it's all right during the holidays, but when it gets like February and March, it gets obnoxious. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, we get it. It's cold.
Right.
Not the, after a while, I can only deal with it around Christmas. The other 50, and any other weeks, give me the sunshine.
Now, I know originally you were from this area. You grew up in North Jersey. Whereabouts in North Jersey?
I grew up in Passaic.
All right.
Passaic, Patterson, that area.
Okay. I grew up in Essex County in Maplewood, so not that far away. Just a short little 20 minutes up the Parkway, and I'm right in your area. But I'm down in Philly now. Do you have any ties to this area still, or?
Well, yeah. I mean, I got all my family coming from because I still got all my family in Jersey City and in Passaic, and then I got family in New York and Brooklyn. All the Ginzos are going to make the pilgrimage.
Nice.
They're all calling me for tickets. Hey, come on! I got like 10 people coming. It's like, relax. You know what I mean?
Don't you love that shit?
Yeah, it's great.
The
best is when you have friends that try and get. I had a buddy of mine who got released from prison. We'll call him Angelo, but his real name is Mike Mondelli. But
nice.
Mike, when he got out, he wrote a script and he wanted me to give it to people. And it's like, dude, he wants to act in it. And I'm like, you went to prison, not Juilliard. You know what I'm saying? What makes you think you could do this? But,
yeah, right.
Your friends and family sometimes they don't know any boundaries. You know what I'm saying?
He had nothing else better to do in prison.
No, nothing at all. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I read some of it, but it's like, come on, Mike.
Right.
He likes when I break his balls, though.
So
it's good. Please don't kill me.
We were noticing before the show, and please don't take offense to this because I'm sure you hear this at least a little bit. Being from Jersey, I'm sure you get that you look a little bit like the Situation.
Never have I gotten that one.
Really?
I was like the Situation. Usually people tell me Shaq.
I've got a picture up right now, and I don't know where this picture was taken, but it's a picture of 3 hot-looking girls, and you doing this goofy Jersey Shore look.
Oh, well, that's from my act. Wait, where is that? Can I go online and see it?
It's if you go to the Radio Freaks, go to radiofreaks.tv. It's the picture that's showing up right now on our little screen that we broadcast on, and it's some hot little blonde with a nice little ass, a brunette wearing a sweatshirt. It looks like, and a black chick bent over in front of you wearing a white sweatshirt, and you guys are all on the beach.
Oh, that was from the whatchamacallit? That was from the show I hosted. Those were the girls from the Bad Girls Club.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and that face I do. I usually do that I make fun of it. I call them the Guido lips. That was before Duck Lips. Before Duck Lips came out. So that's what sucks too. Like, I've been doing this shit 13 years, and then I've been I don't make fun of because I'm still got a little Guido in me.
Right.
You know, but I still make fun of that whole club thing because those are my cousins and my friends and stuff. And next thing you know, fucking Jersey Shore comes out. Then they got the duck lips thing, and it's kind of like people go. And I've been doing like the Guido lips for I'd say for about 5 years, making fun of it.
Yeah.
And now people are like, oh, it's duck lips, and I'm like, motherfucker, man. I put my time in. Some asshole puts together a fucking video on YouTube, and it stole my thunder.
Nice. Yeah, what people don't understand is that those of us from Jersey are well aware of that look, and it's been around for a long, long fucking time, and these assholes have just fucking capitalized on it.
Yeah, no, they made a killing. God bless them, by the way. I mean, I'll be honest with you, the guys don't bother me so much as the girls do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for some reason, like, the situation, any guy that nicknames his abs, you kind of got to give him a little... Kind of got to give him a little liking too, you know what I mean? Like I would like to sit down with him.
It takes some balls. It takes some balls.
Yeah, it takes some balls to fucking walk around calling yourself what you call your abs. But the chicks, though, I don't know. They bother me the way they run around like that. I think it's gross.
And you know what? The thing that irks me is I lived in North Jersey and I moved down south to Toms River. And I don't know if you've ever been to Toms River. I'm sure living in Jersey, you've been to the shore at least once. But living in Toms River, which is just outside of Seaside Heights, where they film the Jersey Shore, you are between the Parkway, which is a major hub to the shore, and Seaside Heights. So everybody's got to pass through there in order to get to Seaside. And during pretty much from Memorial Day until after Labor Day even, you can't fucking turn around in your driveway without hitting fucking traffic.
Right.
These guys have completely destroyed the Jersey Shore for the people that live there, and now they're capitalizing on it with a fucking show.
I know.
Fucking irks me.
We're talking millions of dollars, man.
Yeah. For fucking doing what Guidos have done in Seaside for years.
Yeah, and I was telling people too is we've been around like that. That shit's been around. I mean, Saturday Night Fever. I don't know if it's basically about an outfit. Like he puts that outfit on layaway, and then goes to the nightclub. I mean, we've been around since the fucking 70s, and these guys have found a way to make millions of dollars off of it. Meanwhile, the real actors can't even make fucking SAG minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Fucking ridiculous. So speaking of television appearances, you're going to be on George Lopez on the 25th. How the hell does one get that gig?
The PBS has been making a push for comedy right now. I mean, they have a show called what was it? The Fraternity Show. I can't think of the name of it. And then
Glory Days. Is that what it's
Glory
called?
Days. They're trying to really get and corner the comedy market because a lot of the major networks have been dropping the ball on a lot of things, and I guess Lopez just had Neil Brennan on, Dub Davidoff. I'm sure you know who they are.
Right.
And he's been trying to get a lot of the younger guys on, and it's they asked me to do it, so of course I said yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Very, very nice.
But they pretty much I was recommended by Neil.
Okay.
And then that's how that works.
Cool.
This job's a lot like any other job. It's a lot of a lot of, you get most of your work from people that either know you or respect you or you're friends with.
Okay. We've talked to a couple comedians that said it's a very cutthroat business, but if you get in tight with a core group of guys, like we're having Robert Kelly on tonight again for the third time. He's a real good friend of the show, and he's got that tight core group of comedians that he hangs out with, like a lot of the Opie and Anthony comedians, Jim Norton, Florentine, Nick DiPaolo, Bill Burr, that group of guys. And they all kind of look out for each other. Like Louis C.K. brought Nick DiPaolo onto his FX show. He brought Jim Norton onto his on his Lucky Louie show. He's trying to bring a couple guys along. I guess that's kind of the way your group works too.
Yes, and I mean, because I'm friends with Bobby. I'm friends with Bobby and Bill. I know pretty well. I was just with Bill last night actually, because he lives in L.A. now.
Right.
It's so much. I don't know if it's so much like if I were doing a show with the top 5 comics, and I put guys like Bill Burr and Bobby Kelly on there, I'm friends with them, but it's mostly because I would want that caliber of comic on my show.
Right.
Does that make any sense? So, because there are a lot of guys that I'm good friends with, or that are, that are not that good, but we're still friends that I would give little things to, but like bigger things, you really want the best of the best. And those guys you named are not only good friends, but they're the best of the best. So it's kind of like to separate the two. So yeah, you work with your friends, but your friends have to be talented as well.
Right.
Because you're talking about millions of dollars that go into some of these pilots and shows. You know what I mean?
Oh sure.
So you can't just have Mike Mendelli on.
Right. You are going to be doing the one of our favorite clubs, Helium.
I finally got in there, man. I've been wanting to get in there, and they called and they said, yeah, we'll have them. So I can't wait to get down there.
It's nice that you're going to be in the area too already. You won't have to. Are you going to stay in between your Stress Factory show and your Helium show? Or are you going to fly back?
I'm going to go up to the city and see some family and stuff, but I decided to get back just so I have a little bit of time.
Right.
But what I love about being out here, and it's these people are this is my ilk. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of tough in LA trying to find that.
Right.
And when you come out here, it's just a better. It's just the crowds are just they're a lot edgier. They're a lot better. I think. You know what I mean? They're not as sensitive as they are in LA. Put it like that.
I was going to say New York crowds seem to be more receptive to New York and Jersey comics, even Boston comics, as opposed to LA, where they seem to want to gravitate towards the people from LA.
Well, and you know what it is too. It's not even like because there's the New York comics like to shit on the LA comics. And all the LA comics would say stuff about the New York comics. Right. You take you wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? Like in other words, I wouldn't be a different comic if I did my time in New York, or if Burr, Burr's out in L.A. and he's still great and he's only getting better, and he's from Boston. You pretty much take where you go. It's the personality types. Like the New York crowds, they don't tend to get offended.
Right.
You talk to guys. I've never met guys that got offended until I moved to L.A. I met guys that I pissed off. You know what I mean? But when you ever talk to a guy and he's like, "Oh, I'm offended you said that."
Right.
That you start to get that in LA, and a lot of those are in the crowds. They tend to be a little bit more, like I said, sensitive, man. It's no other way to say it. And not that you're saying things just for the sake of being, shocking people. It's just that the East Coast guys out here, we tend to just say things, a certain way.
Right. Exactly.
And in LA, they kind of get taken aback by it. They think they might perceive it as being crass.
Right.
Which it probably is. But.
It's just something that we're all used to, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing a show in Branson, Missouri, and, because people in Jersey, New York, and Philly, we're great people. It's not like if you were lost, we're going to not be like, hey, fucking find your own way.
Right.
Because that's the perception of this area. It's just the way we would tell you to do it. It's like, if somebody said, hey, how do I get to the library? You'd be like, all right, you're going to fucking go straight, all right? Don't be an asshole, make a left, make a right.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
that's how we would just tell people how to do things. Just a little bit more direct and, you know, and just about our way.
If you're an asshole about it, we might fucking send you to Newark or something, but, you know.
Exactly.
So, you know, a buddy of mine's a diehard Eagles fan, right?
Uh-huh.
And we were talking about this, how, like, they say the worst fans in the NFL are the Raider fans. But my buddy brought up a point, his name's Steve Simone, and I think it's so true. When you go to a Raiders game, all right, yeah, they're more violent, you know, or maybe just as violent, but they're like bikers and gangbangers, and like they don't have a lot going on outside the stadium. But when you used to go to the vet, it was like your kid's pediatrician trying to throw you off the fucking balcony.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You know, these were like real guys with real jobs.
Uh-huh.
And they still carry themselves that way.
Any
you know?
fucking crowd that's throwing batteries at fucking Santa Claus is fucking brutal in my book.
Yeah.
They're insane, man. Fucking, what was the other one? Didn't they boo a little girl?
Yeah.
Who couldn't find an Easter egg or some shit like that?
One of our listeners in the chat room, Ellis, says he was at the vet clapping for Michael Irvin's broken neck.
Yeah, it was just Ellis from Philly. Yeah, see this guy. Yeah, fucking it's hysterical.
And he says he was proud of it. You're doing the Stress Factory this coming weekend with Bonnie McFarlane. You're going to be doing 5 shows: Thursday 8 o'clock, Friday and Saturday you're doing 8 and 10:30, and then you're going to be down in Helium towards the end of the month, the 26th through the 29th, and you've got 6 shows there. You're doing Wednesday at 8 o'clock, Thursday at 8 o'clock, Friday 2 shows 8 and 10:30, and Saturday 8 and 10:30 also.
You gonna come down or no?
Look, where is my calendar? I'm pretty sure I can make the Philly one because you've got a wider range of dates. I normally like to go up to Stress Factory too, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to make the Stress Factory dates. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make Helium.
Cool, man.
So I'll definitely come down and say hello.
I'll definitely come to Helium at least, grab a drink, like gentlemen.
Now, explain to us what is the Gentlemen's League. You can, let me set it up for you. It's I guess it's about fantasy football, and you can check it out on the 101 on DirecTV.
Yeah, one of my good friends, the kid that plays Turtle, his name's Jerry Ferrara on Entourage.
Okay.
We have like a fantasy league of, and he kind of put together kind of like some pseudo celebrity types and regular guys, and like last year we had Steve Tisch, the owner of the Giants. It was me, Ben Lyons, the film critic. Jerry, this kid Kevin Christie, another guy named Sal Capek, who's just he owns a sandwich shop. You know, it's like a group of people that we do every week. Charlie O'Connell, you know, the guy from The Bachelor, Jerry O'Connell's brother, he was on it, and basically, you know, we just highlight each week who goes up against who.
Right.
But it's a lot of fun, man. Like, you know, we have fun with it. A lot of the NFL guys got involved with it too. I know we did stuff with Devin Hester, and it's just a lot of fun, man. And we're in our second season. Our first season we did for Yahoo, then DirecTV picked it up. Nice. But they want to hit it full course. A full press next season, where we fly to Vegas and all that other stuff. And but it's pretty cool. It's on after Friday Night Lights.
Nice.
I believe on Wednesday night.
Nice, very nice.
Okay. Now I got a question because I was actually running in a fantasy league this week, this year I should say. Do you think I gotta admit Michael Vick's just to bring the football thing in for a little bit more, but Michael Vick's performance over the last 3 weeks, I don't think I could have ever predicted that. No, were you guys just as surprised?
I think at the beginning of the season, everybody had written him off as the convict backup, and the Eagles were looking to build their future franchise around Cobb, and he winds up getting hurt. In comes fucking Michael Vick, and he's just fucking ran with it.
You know, first of all, I took Cobb and Kevin Cobb in the beginning of the year. I thought he was going to fucking light it up.
You don't have too much good luck.
He played 2 games last year, and he threw for like close to 400 yards, right?
Yeah, he he was a hot pick for the beginning of the year, but I picked up Manning for like my first round.
Dude, and fucking and Vic, it's so funny too. I didn't think he was a good quarterback before he went into jail, and I'll tell you why. He just ran. You know what I mean? And I mean, it was great, but I did not know he was this fucking good of a passer.
Right.
At like these past 3-4 games. I mean, he killed me when you guys played the Redskins. He fucking killed me, man.
Right.
I mean, I think he in my league, because Jerry had him as his quarterback.
Yeah.
I think he accumulated like 90 points or something like that for that game. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, we had. I think we had our scoring him at like 40 points. He absolutely decimated the entire field. Like everyone was looking at him like, how the hell did he pull that off? I had some good runners. I had some good field, but no one had that kind of like that potential. Not even close. Mm-hmm. They had him like they didn't even have him like projected at like 40 points. They had him projected like around 20, 18 to 22, something like that. And he absolutely destroys everything in front of him.
Ellis from Philly says he was lotioned up. That's why they can't tackle him.
I gotta check.
Hang on a second. I'll grab that.
Oh wait, actually, Ellis said he's going to come to my show and throw batteries at me.
Don't put it past Ellis too. He's just that kind of motherfucker too.
Yeah, he's a little creepy. Fucking rules though.
Ellis rules. Oh shit.
But no, yeah, he dude, I mean, he's been throwing like fucking. Well, all right, let me ask you this: league MVP, him or Brady?
You know what?
I'd say you probably have to go with Vic.
Yeah,
it's going to cause an uproar, but you got to go with Vic.
Yeah,
now, are you saying that because you're a Philly fan?
No, actually, believe it or not, because I grew up in North Jersey, I'm a Giants fan.
Oh, are you? Okay,
so for me to be saying Vic, I mean,
right. All right, well that actually strengthens it. I think I don't know. I would go with Brady. I think he edges him out. I mean, Vic's a great story, and he's been playing phenomenal, but that fucking Patriots team is no joke, bro.
That's
he's the whole reason for it,
That's what the chat room's doing, too. They're ripping me apart. Brady's got better stats. He's got monster stats. No way Vic over Brady. So I'm getting torn up in the chat room, too. But,
I mean, it's a great... either way, you can't go wrong, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But...
I mean, the fact that he's had a Cinderella story this fucking season doesn't mean he's going to be the MVP. But yeah, Brady has the stats too. But I think that it probably would be a toss up between the two of them.
Yeah, both people, either pick is going to have its detractors. There's no way to not have a detractor. I mean, there's no one out there right now who I think can cover the field as an MVP just yet. But it's definitely going to be a quarterback this year.
No, yeah, it's got to be one of those two. And It's just weird to me though. Like, look, everybody, like the president called fucking the Philadelphia Eagles to congratulate him on giving Vic a second chance.
Right.
I think it gets. Whenever you get like the fringe on things, like even these assholes that were offended when I think didn't Philadelphia run a headline like he's out of the doghouse or something like that?
Oh yeah, everybody was getting on that bandwagon, even the New York papers.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, and then somebody was like, that's offensive that they're mocking the dog. It's not offensive. Dogs don't fucking read.
Exactly.
Who's it offensive to? But then you get the president fucking calling, saying, hey, congratulations. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
Who cares?
It's a little weird.
It is. I think doesn't the president have better time on his hands than just fucking...
Yeah, he's busy. He's busy introducing the Mythbusters and asking them to retry a myth.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on?
We covered that on our last show too. We were talking about how Obama's got nothing else better to do than fucking hang out with the Mythbusters, which is cool for the Mythbusters. If that's your, if Obama wants to call the Radio Freaks and go, hey guys, really good program, I'm not going to tell him he can't call.
Hell no.
But surely there's other things that are on his plate that maybe he needs to deal with first, like Afghanistan, the budget, healthcare, all sorts of other things that maybe might take a little bit of priority above calling Mr. Laurie and saying, "Hey, great job with hiring Vic."
Yeah. Yeah, it makes no sense to me, man. I mean, by the way, I don't want my president to be a fucking celebrity.
Very good point. Very good point.
You know what I mean? That's what he is. He's a fucking celebrity. We haven't really had... Clinton was a jerk-off. I think Bush was a jerk-off. This guy at least can speak. But, what are you doing, man? All the guys always on fucking Sports Center.
I'm going to get shit for this, too, and I said this to somebody the other day. As far as Bill Clinton goes, if you can get a blowjob in the Oval Office and still balance the fucking budget the way he did and have the deficit down as far as he did, you're okay in my book. And you can get all the fucking blowjobs in the Oval Office you want.
Yeah, but first off, let's get something. This is a big misconception. Did you read that Time magazine about the people responsible for the recession?
No.
He was number 8. The guy rode a fucking wave. He was in the dot-com billionaire boom. He never changed Bush Sr.'s tax cuts. He just got lucky, man. And as far as getting a blowjob, that's not why he was getting... he fucking lied under oath.
Yeah,
right?
But the whole...
Fucking man. That's my buddy Mike is the one that got out of jail. He did the same fucking thing.
Right.
He kept his mouth shut and did 3 years. He's the president of the United States. It's a fucking joke, man. And then, I haven't been happy... And I voted for Clinton, by the way. I just think he was a clown, man. I mean, he's the one that signed the Reform Act. You learn more about a president after he's in office.
Right, exactly.
You know, the guy sucked.
Everybody's dirty laundry comes out after the fact.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Everybody's dirty laundry comes out after the fact. But you were mentioning lying under oath, but Ken Starr's original investigation was about whether him and Hillary made money or lost money off of Whitewater. It had nothing to do with the sex scandal, and Ken Starr brought it in.
Yeah.
Well, I read this article where they were saying that the Democrats actually leaked that story just to take heat off of Whitewater, because he could have really went to prison for that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For using his his office to make real estate deals. Him and his wife, man, they're fucking shady, bro. They're the ones that signed that Proliferation Act. He signed that, built the Soviet Union back up.
Right.
Opened our markets to China. The guy has numerous fucking things, and then we get this idiot's son in office for the next 8 years. Like, what happened to real leaders? You know what I mean? Like guys you can look up to.
Right. Yeah.
Guys that served and fought, and like I like Colin Powell. I like the guy Alan West out of Florida. I like Ron Paul too.
Ron Paul.
I've been listening to his stuff. But these other guys are just clowns to me. It seems like,
even as a registered Democrat, and I usually I don't think I've ever voted for a Republican, and that's not because I'm just a diehard Democrat and my
bleeding heart liberal.
Yeah, it's not because I'm that. I really do take the issues and I decide who I want based on the issues and how I think they handle the issues. But and I'm going to say something completely off the cuff for somebody that's a Democrat. I think Ronald Reagan, despite the fact that, like you said, he was a celebrity, was a phenomenal president.
Unbelievable.
I think he did okay.
That's
Bush
one Senior,
of those. Bush Senior was really good. If Ross Perot isn't in that election, Bill Clinton's not elected. He never got majority vote. He got the most, but Perot took 20-something% of the votes away.
Right.
I'm a definite third party guy.
Right.
Okay.
Do you ever think
I'm more independent than anything?
Here's an interesting question for you. A lot of our friends are I don't know if they're registered independents, but they consider themselves to be independent. I'm leaning more now these days towards the independent party as well. Do you think we're ever going to see a time where there's more than one major political party? Where the independents are really going to make a push and it's going to be like a 3-party system as opposed to a 2-party system?
Well, here's what I believe. Well, first of all, we've come close twice. The first time the Republicans put the kibosh on it, and then the second time the Democrats put the kibosh on it. And this time, what I love about this Tea Party, it's going to do either one or two things. It's going to start a legitimate third party, or it's going to galvanize or take the wackos out of the Republican Party. You know what I mean? And get those extremists out, and then we get back to the pure Republican. Like, the Democratic Party today is not the Democratic Party that it once was.
Right.
And the Republicans are actually coming back to the more moderate. I'm not a fan of either fringe, but I'm a less of a fan of the left-wing fringe.
Okay.
And because even though the conservatives, the right wings, they may be a little Bible thumping, but they're still patriotic and they still know how to run a fucking business.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's where I draw the line right there.
But at the risk of cutting all sorts of social programs too, though. No.
The problem is that whenever you get, first of all, the federal government, our government was never created to clothe you, feed you, house you. You're supposed to do that on your own. Right. Its main responsibility is to provide that freedom for you to do that and also protect you.
Right.
When we got into a lot of the social programs, the big knock on it, and especially during the Roosevelt era, was you don't want your government doing that because people will become dependent on it. And it was supposed to be a temporary thing. Now, same thing with the public school system. When you look now ahead, we're dependent on public schools. There's people that live off of welfare. There's generations that have been living off of it. And, when you say social programs, there's always been methods to help people, but we're enabling now.
Right.
And now to put medicine into that. By the way, when has the federal government ever fucking run a business right?
Well, they've completely destroyed Social Security and the post office and everything.
Yep.
And, the post office isn't even making money. They fucked that up too.
Well, I think that was a combination of a lot of different things, technology being one of them. How much easier is it to send somebody a fucking email than it is to put a stamp on an envelope?
No, that's true. That's true.
So, I mean...
That's totally true. But I meant, even with its competitors with FedEx and...
right.
See, yeah. I mean, I would be okay if you have healthcare plans like that where you have a federal option. You know what I mean?
But make it an option. Don't make it that, it's mandatory.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, I had originally signed on to the Obama idea because I thought it was going to be an option. People didn't have to buy into it, but if you needed it, you could buy into it. But now I find that it's mandatory. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, no, I mean, it would have been great as a choice. We need to get back to basics. And I think that, and I agree with Ron Paul, we should just start pulling military out, bring them all home. We need to close the borders for a little while. Mm-hmm. We need to get back to a flat tax. And let people start keeping what they earn.
Right. Yeah.
And then, more Americans have just been proved. We give to welfare, we give to taxes, and we give to extra charities. We have always been generous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But now they're I have a bad taste in my mouth because I just left my accountant because my fiscal year ended January 1st.
Right.
And I'm looking at all the money I have to pay in taxes. I'm paying in unemployment. I'm not unemployed. I've never collected unemployment. I've been working since I was 16 years old.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? There's certain things that are just unfair, and when you look at these groups of people that just take advantage of this system, I think it's more. I don't even think it's the exception. I think it's the norm. I would put it out there that at least 90% of people take advantage on welfare are taking advantage of it.
Right.
I mean, it's like when ODB went to get food stamps on MTV. Remember that?
I do remember that. There's a lot of people out there that yes, legitimately need it. And then you've got Shaniqua, not to, specifically stereotype into one specific, nationality.
Shaniqua and Bubba.
But yeah, Shaniqua and Bubba are out there having fucking 20 goddamn kids. Yeah, and living off of our dollar, and it's not right. It's not right.
No, man, it's not. And again, people just all right. Take the freedom of religion argument, okay?
Right.
Or what it was intended for. Again, the government. It was not to protect the government from religion, but to protect the religion from government.
Right.
Now, those Muslims that wanted to build that mosque in New York City, they had every right in the world to do that.
Yep.
All right. I mean, and the reality of it though is that if you want to, there's the New York reality as well.
Right.
Yeah, you got your legal right.
Well, you're going to have to deal with attitude.
attitude and fucking, you know, not a lot of happy people in the city. But the point is, that's what that was intended for, to protect their right to build that mosque.
Right.
But what people misconstrue it is saying, well, you're not allowed to have a nativity scene in a post office. That's not what freedom of religion meant. Your government is allowed to celebrate the holidays of the people that's okay. That's fine. And again, everybody gets offended. Everybody gets semantics. I was saying, people get into semantics. I'm jumping all over the place.
That's all right, no problem.
Still kind of tired. Semantics are only used to win arguments, not to solve problems.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we spend so much time bickering over stupid shit.
I was going to say that's something we love to do in this country is play semantics.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody loves semantics because nobody really wants to be wrong, and it's not about being right or wrong. It's what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
And you know, if the Muslims want to build a mosque, God bless them. If Christians want to have a nativity scene in a post office, well, if you're taking a fucking day off from work, you should be okay with that.
Exactly.
Who cares if you want a menorah somewhere? Less than 8% of Americans consider themselves atheists or agnostic anyways.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, everybody else kind of believes in something, but it doesn't matter. People want to stick to that fucking stupid issue. Or you go the opposite with the gay marriage thing. Really? Who gives a fuck? Let them marry.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Who's it hurting? Is it hurting you? Are they coming over to cornhole you? No, they're cornholing each other. Fuck it. Let them do what makes them happy.
Yep.
And we get caught in this shit, and meanwhile, the real problems, and meanwhile, our president's calling the fucking Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, what the fuck is going on? This could probably be the non-funniest show you've done. I get into these rants.
No, I thought it was actually pretty interesting. Let's get your plugs back out there again. By
the way, most comics are this retarded. You know, I'm sure you know that.
There's a lot of comics who, and I'm sure you get this a lot being a comic, is that people write you off for being the funny guy. Like, nobody thinks that you have an intellectual opinion on anything or anything else because you're a comic.
Yeah, that you're this switched on. You know, no one expects that from a comedian because they think, oh, he's just a comedian. He just worries about his material and that's it. You guys got a lot of time on your hands to actually watch and learn. You observe. That is your job. Sometimes I think you guys are more qualified to make certain decisions in certain cases.
Well, like if you ever hear Bill Burr talk, we're on the same thing with the Federal Reserve and
oh yeah.
You ever get Burr on? Has Burr been on the show yet?
No, not yet. But we're working on trying to get him on the show. Him and his conspiracy theories. We could fill up an entire show with just that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but but a lot of that is true, man. A lot of that, like, these credit card companies, they get you. Think about this: you need a credit score, all right, in order to buy a home.
Right.
How do you establish a credit score? You need a credit card.
Yep.
Like, everything's based on getting you in debt and then getting you out of debt, which would be fine if they didn't have a fucking 27% interest rate.
Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit. Americans were stuck, man. We're stuck in this fucking debt cycle and these semantical arguments. It's like everybody wants to applaud our fucking Congress right now because they're trying to pass these bills before they're on their way out. Well, what the fuck were you doing for the past 4 goddamn years?
Yep.
Why are you doing this now? Like, let's bang it out in a week. They're fucking us in the ass, man, across the board.
I'm going to play this clip real quick, and this pretty much sums up how I feel about big business in this country.
Over here. Look at real. You got a big empty house all around there. I got this little trailer. What am I going to do? My place is too small, man. You take my I had a last night.
Excuse me. No. Listen to it. I hate to, okay?
You know what? The audio sucks on this, but
yeah, I could barely hear that.
It's basically Joe Pesci doing his line from Lethal Weapon 2 where he goes, "They fuck you at the drive-thru. They fuck you at the drive-thru."
If I ever go there, they fuck you, man.
That's big business in this country. Everybody's out to fuck you at the drive-thru.
Dude, they do, man. Everything's a fucking... I went to go buy a PlayStation 3,
yeah.
right? my girlfriend got it for me for Christmas. So she gave me because she's in Chicago, so she gave me the gift certificate, whatever. I go in there. I go to buy this. Now you need a cord. Now you need
absolutely.
another controller. They all do the same fucking thing, man.
I have the Xbox, and it's the same fucking thing with that shit, too.
And it's like, why wouldn't you just want to give somebody the ultimate package for one price?
Right.
Yep.
Because they're going to keep... And like assholes, I bought it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't... I'm yelling the whole time, this is a fucking scam. Let me get 2 of those. I can't fucking believe this shit. Hey, yeah, is that cord better than that cord? and then you end up buying the shit anyway.
Is that one gold-plated?
Yeah, that's the gold plate. That's the one I'm talking about for the... it was actually for the...
HDMI, I think?
Yeah. Yeah, the gold-plated one over the regular one.
They used to tell us to do that when I was a manager at Radio Shack, too. Push the gold stuff. Push the gold stuff. Why? It's the same fucking shit. No, it'll make a better audio connection. Really, shit dick? Does it really make that big of a fucking difference? Fucking people.
God.
And it doesn't really, I guess.
No, I don't think so. But all right, let's plug your stuff, and we're gonna head to break here shortly. You can check Bret out at BretErnst.com. It's BretErnst.com. He's going to be at the Stress Factory Thursday, January 6th at 8 o'clock for one show. Friday and Saturday the 7th, he'll be doing 2 shows, 8 and 10:30. Saturday, January 8th, he'll be doing 8 and 10:30 also with Bonnie McFarlane. Lovely.
My friend Bonnie, I don't know if you've had her on the show.
We haven't had Bonnie, but we've had Rich.
Yeah, actually, we just worked together in Miami for a charity event. I think they do one in the city. It's for the site, the blind. They promoted at Gotham. I don't know, but it was the first one in South Beach. And they asked me to headline it. I came down. It was a lot of fun. And Bonnie, I think she had a weekend or something coming up anyways.
Nice.
Long story boring. She's going to be on the show as well, so it should be a good one.
Very cool. Yeah. And then you've also got Helium towards the end of the month, the 26th through the 29th. You can go to helium.com for tickets for that, and for stressfactory.com for tickets for this weekend's show. Bret, it was really cool having you on, man. We really appreciate you coming on and spending a couple minutes with us. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. And if you ever want, somebody to come on and just fucking do a monologue or a diatribe,
perfect.
Call me up, man. Give me a topic. I'll just start fucking ranting for no reason.
Yeah, if you want to come back, come back closer to your Philly show, you're more than welcome, sir.
Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Bret. Have a good night.
All right, take care, man.
Bye-bye.
Hey.
Bret Ernst, everybody from the Vince Vaughn's Wild West Comedy Show. We didn't even get a chance to talk to him about that.
Yeah, well, hey, get him on something. You got to talk to him.
George Lopez on the 25th.
That could be a new bit. We could get him to you give him a topic and then record it, and then we'll just hook it onto our podcast.
And now the Bret Ernst political segment with Bret Ernst. StressFactory.com, January 6th through the 8th. Bret Ernst and Bonnie McFarlane, 5 shows. Check it out. StressFactory.com for tickets, or 732-545 ha, the most annoying telephone number in fucking comedy.
No, I'd never have to talk, mother shucker. I would not have to talk at all. I would just sit back and let them talk.
I didn't have the chat room open. What are you fucking shit talkers saying now about me?
They're always saying about me.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
We don't have a one sheet, Ellis, but I absolutely should have asked him about that. And if he comes back on for the Philly show, which I'm thinking he probably will, please remind me, and I absolutely will ask him if he's got any ties to Ernst & Young, because that would be a very interesting question.
Who knows?
Bret should teabag Bonnie while Rich watches.
That's what we need. We need Rich paranoid again.
Fucking Evan dropped a fucking comedy bomb in the room right on top of me, and I wanted so badly to say it in the room, but nobody would have gotten it except for our friends.
Yes.
He says they should tax the shit out of people with the name wood floor liquor and call it the broken chair tax. That was fucking funny as shit. Unfortunately, nobody else but the people in the room and a few of our other friends would have gotten that joke, but that was really funny. All right. take a quick break, and we will come back. And hopefully, by the time we come back, our old pal Robert Kelly will be on the show.
Old pal.
Yes, I was playing fucking Xbox with him this morning, and he's like, "When are you guys doing a show again?" We're doing a show tonight, Bobby. Oh, can I come on a show? I want to plug my bananas dates. So Robert Kelly, hopefully, second half of the show, if fucking shit dick hasn't fallen into a diabetic coma somewhere, or he's fucking upstairs playing Xbox and should be on the goddamn show. We'll see if he shows up.
Who knows?
All right, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. This is the Radio Freaks, RadioFreaks.tv. We'll be right back.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Did you miss the Radio Freaks this week? Then you missed comedian Rich Voss.
Knowing Robert and knowing myself, if I like your intro, I would think he would have liked it too.
Well, cool.
Now, really, you believe me? The thing about
hey, you know what? I will let you know something. I happened to run into some guy that claims he's a shock jock on Sirius XM satellite radio with sandy blonde hair on Saturday night at Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia, and he said he likes our show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, because he could be looking for work any day now.
Tune into the Radio Freaks every Wednesday at 9 p.m. only on RadioFreaks.tv. We're asking about my macaroons. Yes, they were delicious.
I thought macaroons meant balls.
No, macaroons are a type of cookie.
Do you have balls?
I have Royce's.
What? Fuck you.
Good news, everyone. You're listening to Hippo Juice.
Hippo Juice. What's Hippo Juice? Hippo Juice was is their show. It's called Hippo Juice. Really?
Let me see what Google says when I search hot black actresses.
It'll say, do you mean hot white actresses? What I could call one of the most racist shows I ever heard in my life.
Hippo Juice is live on Wednesdays, 7 to 9 p.m. East at hippojuice.com.
What you doing?
Just burning some CDs. Why?
What's that over there?
Wow. I don't know.
I think that's the money you could be saving on CDs if you're listening to bpsradio.com.
Yes, Radio.
Who's watching? Tell me who's watching.
bpsradio.com. Listening could save you 15% or more on making CDs.
Tell me who's watching. Who's watching me?
Doctor, you have a visitor in the main lobby. Dr. Steve.
Hey, it's your old pal, Dr. Steve. Join P.A. John and me this Saturday and Sunday at midnight Eastern for Weird Medicine. That's Weird Medicine, the first and still only uncensored medical show in the history of radio.
Saturday at midnight Eastern on The Virus, Sirius 197, XM 202.
The Radio Freaks talk religion with comedian Robert Kelly.
One of my favorite porn stars is pornography. Well, we're not allowed to watch pornography. Yeah, Jesus is Lord down here in Arkansas. Jesus is Lord here too. We just ignore him a lot. Yeah, that's why y'all go here in your palms and you go, that's a myth. That doesn't happen. Haven't you read the Bible? Because that's the Bible. It doesn't say you grow hair in your palms. It does too in the book of Galatians. Haven't you read that?
Did you just say the book of Fellatio?
That's in the book of Galatians. Galatians or Fellatio? From Boston. He doesn't know what that means. I do know what that means. I'm a fucking born-again Christian Catholic Jew. That makes literally no sense. I believe in all gods. There is a God who will fucking have a light. You believe in the window right now? Hindu? No, I don't believe in the God of Hindu. I just look like your God.
The Radio Freaks, Wednesdays, 9 p.m. East, only on RadioFreaks.tv.
The following is a paid, politically incorrect announcement.
Looking for something to read, are you? Read all the Dr. Phil and Dr. Laura books? Unlearn Because Life Can Make You Stupid, written by yours truly. That's right, me. I actually, if you're sitting there in wondering how someone like me actually had the lucidity to sit down and type out 240 pages of ranting nonsense, the fact of the matter is, the best way to describe this book is to picture somebody walking up to Dr. Phil and kicking him in the nuts. If you're kind of angry at a few things and you think your marriage might need to lead in a different direction, if you don't want to lose half your worldly possessions, give it a shot. You have nothing to freaking lose. I'm also writing a second book called Unlearn Vanilla Marriage, all of which will be able to be able to check out at unlearnnow.com, which is the sister website to unlearntheshow.com. So basically what I'm trying to say is, buy my book, I need the fucking money. I really do.
Be sure to listen to Unlearn the Show, part of the Lose the Radio Network.
When my mom is a my daddy goes to asleymedicine.com. There he can lots of other women. When I grow up, I'm going to be an Ashley Madison man because my daddy's raising me without any moral compass whatsoever. Ashley Madison, find your lovers here. Why exactly are we singing this? Daddy, what's a rotisserie?
One, 2, 4, no, wait a minute, 3.
www.schmetzobreakfastradio.com.
You want to plow a dildo in my ass?
Yes!
Yeah, these guys are nuts, man.
I would never ever play this on my show. Well, they suck cocks nicely.
MetalBreakfastRadio.com.
It's great, man. It's freaking hysterical. It's just psychotic.
You will be exterminated immediately.
Mikey.
Thought I made it clear.
Can't say I'm excited, boys.
Oh, bugger.
Oh, hello.
Look, bang.
Yo, 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 damn son. I was here to talk to you about Bro Flowers. Yeah, that's right, broflowers.com. If you needs to get Valentine's Day flowers for your mama, your baby mama, your shorty, or your secretary, broflowers.com is the place to go. Shit, we get you the freshest flowers money can buy. We use our assorted network of growers such as hospitals, churches, cemeteries, nursing homes, and those fucking gas stations where you could buy a rose for $1 and shit. We use all them to cut out the middleman and give you the best prices in town, son. Shit, we ain't kidding around. And yo, if you act today and enter in code word Obama when you place your order, you gonna get a free, that's right, a free vase courtesy of Maxwell House, son. Yeah, shit. Broflowers.com, when you got to get the best flowers for Valentine's Day.
Have you been listening to the Radio Freaks? No? Then you miss comedian Adam Ferrara.
Where, John? Where are you?
South Shore, Nassau. I'm in like Island Park, Oceanside area.
Oh, good. Could you be a little more vague? I'm not going to follow you to your house.
No, I'm sorry. I thought that was pretty much clear enough.
Where are you?
Like,
there's two shores. I'm on the south. There's two counties. I'm in one of those.
East Rockaway, Rockville Center.
Like a terrorist just driving around, transmitting.
Or driving across the town looking for free Wi-Fi.
Adam's on his way driving to your house. He's going to wrap a wrench on your window.
Just driving around. You got him, Brian? We got lock on him.
Tune into the Radio Freaks every Wednesday at 9 p.m. only on radiofreaks.tv.
You're listening to the Radio Freaks. Got something to say? Call the show 706-526-4277. That's 706-526-4277. And follow the show on Twitter at twitter.com/The Radio Freaks.
Welcome back to the Radio Freaks, radiofreaks.tv. And as that cool voice guy said, you can call the show 706-526-4277. 706-526-4277. Follow the show on Twitter, twitter.com/theradiofreaks. You can follow John, twitter.com/nofate301. Or you can follow me, twitter.com/woodfloorliquor.
Much easier to follow him.
Much easier to follow who?
You.
Why is it easier to follow me?
You tweet a lot more.
I tweet about... Actually, you know what? Over the last 2 weeks, I've been very lax with Twitter. I'll get on.
I think everyone's been a little lax with Twitter. It's the holidays, man.
It's the holidays. I've had a lot going on with my father-in-law and all sorts of other stuff, so I haven't been on Twitter that much. But
everyone's that boat.
Let me see if we have no, nothing from our lovely. Oh wait a minute, I'm at the bottom of the page. We do have an email. That's interesting. For some reason, Meredith cannot listen live.
Aww.
Don't know why.
That's all good.
You want to plug some other stuff for me real quick while I send her another link?
Let's see what I can plug. Well, let's see. We've got... well, I can plug Robert Kelly's dates because I've got him in front of me. He's supposed to be calling in a little bit, but it's not that bad. January 6th, which is tomorrow, he'll be at the Comedy Connection in East Providence, Rhode Island. And then January 7th, he's going to be in Chicopee, Mass. at the Comedy Connection. Different Comedy Connection, obviously. January 8th, he'll be in the Wilbur Theater, back up in Boston, Massachusetts. January 14th to 15th, he's going to be hitting it in Bananas at Hasbrook Heights. The 20th, the 21st, and the 26th, he's going to be doing the Playboy Club out at Las Vegas at the Palms. Fucking damn it.
Excuse the fuck out of me that he's going to be playing the fucking Playboy Club.
3 nights. God damn. 3 nights, dude.
It's pretty nice.
That's... Dude, if I was a comedian, that would be how I measure if I made it.
Playing a club in Vegas?
No, playing the Playboy fucking club 3 nights. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
From what I heard, that's a really nice place too, actually.
The pictures seem to do it. Must do it justice, man. This place looks awesome. Oh, wow. Jesus, and there's an ATM sitting right in the middle of the picture.
Nice. Of course there is. It's Vegas.
Let's be realistic. You're gonna need one.
And don't forget to check out Bret Ernst this weekend at the Stress Factory with Bonnie McFarlane, Thursday, January 6th at 8 o'clock, Friday and Saturday, 8 and 10:30, and Saturday the 8th, 8 and 10:30. He's going to be there with Bonnie McFarlane, of course, the lovely wife of Rich Voss. Don't know how the hell he stepped in shit with that one, but she is a real sweetheart. And she's a funny lady, too. I saw her when Rich and Bonnie played Helium in Philly.
Okay.
It was last year or the year before. And really funny.
She can hold her own, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I've already got next week lined up. You want to find out who's coming on the show next week?
Ooh.
That's right. Next week, the return of our pal, Adam Ferrara.
Oh, goody.
Because he's going to be coming down to Helium, so he'll be back on to plug his Helium dates.
All right, I definitely have to catch Top Gear now.
And I've been watching. Dude, it's awesome. And I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to suck Adam's dick or nothing, but it really is a good fucking show.
You know you would be.
It really is. It's a good fucking show.
I believe you. I believe you. Jesus.
And we're also going to have Don Jameson on the show. Don Jameson, for those of you who are not familiar, does a little program on VH1 Classics with Jim Florentine and Eddie Trunk called That Metal Show.
Fuck.
And He's going to be taping a comedy special at the end of the month in, I think it's Belmar. Let me see. I'm pretty sure he's taping in Belmar. I'm looking for the email that Meredith sent me. But, yeah, he's going to be taping that towards the end of the month. So you want to get him on to plug that. Let's see. What else? For the rest of the month of January, however, we've got some pretty good people coming on also.
Nice. I thought we were going to be kind of weak in January, but this turned out to be great.
I pretty much set up the entire month of January with Meredith already. And we're actually already talking about February. But it looks like we're going to have Adam Ferrara and Don Jameson on next week. The 19th, we're going to have Jesse Joyce. The week after that, the 26th, Bret Ernst is probably going to come back on. And we also have the amazing Jonathan.
Oh, shit.
Who is a huge magic comedy act from the 80s, who now does, well, he's still pretty huge. He does.
He's still doing shows in like Vegas.
Yeah, he's got his own. He's got his own room in Vegas. It's not attached to any casino now, so he's doing his own thing in his own theater in Vegas. One thing I found very interesting about the amazing Jonathan, and I was reading up on him, he has an underground World War II missile silo bunker.
Nice,
like a fallout bunker.
Yeah,
that he uses in a very creative way to display his classic car collection. What he has done is he's put about 20 some muscle cars and stuff down in this bunker. Then he's taken a planetarium style ceiling show and put it as like a night sky with stars and things like that, and a huge fucking screen in the front of the room. And next to each of the cars, he's got little drive-in speakers and stuff. And he's basically erected a replica of the drive-in that he worked in Detroit when he was a kid in this bunker. And it's like a private club that him and his friends can sit down there and watch movies and shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Isn't that fucking cool? So
I would love to see that. I mean, just to be able to see it would be cool.
Yeah, they give out temporary membership passes for different special events, like if you want to rent the place out, but it's not generally open to the general public. But you can rent the place out for events and stuff like that, or if you're with a member, they can bring you. So that's what we're looking at for the rest of January. Adam Ferrara, Jesse Joyce, Don Jameson, Bret Ernst, and the amazing Jonathan. Then for February, we're looking at Natasha Leggero from Last Comic Standing.
Ooh.
The master of the comic piano himself, the very dirty, the very funny, Dr. Dirty, Mr. John Valby. A gentleman whose book I got for Christmas called I'm Not High. We're looking at having Mr. Jim Brewer on the show.
Yes.
And somebody else that will be appearing next weekend with Jim Brewer in Atlantic City for the Antisocial Network show, Mr. David Tell.
Wow.
So that's what we're looking at for February. We have not nailed any of those people down yet, but that we're talking with the right people. And
the forecast is good.
The forecast is good. We shall see how we know weathermen don't know what the fuck they're talking about anyway, but the forecast looks good right now, so we're about as accurate as they are.
That's exactly my point.
But you can check out Jim Brewer and David Tell along with Jim Norton and Bill Burr next weekend at the Antisocial Network show at the Borgata in Atlantic City. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you can go to the Borgata's website. There's still a few tickets available for the late show on Saturday, and I know that because I picked up one for myself.
Uh-huh.
So I think somebody's asking us, Meredith's asking how Bret was, and I think she should call the show so we can tell her on the air. That's what I think. She's been very shy. She doesn't want to call the fucking show. But now, if I'm not mistaken, there's a shit talker who's coming on the show in any second now who likes to rag on people about their fucking kill count in Call of Duty when you play with him. He's been on the show twice before, and he's killed every time. And, John, you can talk to him about the Playboy Comedy Club, because I know that you want to talk to him about that. Ladies and gentlemen, joining the show, Mr. Robert Kelly.
First of all, it's not even. I'm not even busting your balls about killing anybody because you didn't kill anybody. It's
that goose egg for kill
impossible.
ratio, don't you, Brian?
It was one fucking match.
It was 2 matches, and let me just say something. You have claymores. You can put them down, and people walk into them.
Right, but I don't have claymores. This game is completely different in the way it's set up from Modern Warfare 2, where you actually have to go out and buy claymores. Did you?
Oh, fuck.
Did you notice I'm a
money.
Did you notice I'm a fucking level 14? You're a fucking level 50.
Oh my God! And you're going to be level 14 forever. You can't even score 14 points on the friggin' game. Let me tell you, I've never seen somebody play that bad in my life.
And then the asshole says to me, he goes, "You scored nothing, making fun of me because I scored nothing." So I scored one. I scored 1 kill in the match after that. And I'm like, "You happy, Bobby? I scored 1." He goes, "No, because scoring none was funny as shit. Scoring 1 was just fucking sad."
It's pathetic. It really. You should just go back to fucking Uno or whatever you're good at on, like, Sudoku. Go do some mind melting shit.
Go play Hexic, the game that came with the goddamn 360.
Yeah. Why don't you get Connect and do track and field or some shit? You should only be able to fucking play Wii.
Nice. And then Bobby says to me, he goes, "I don't want you going anywhere else on the map, but right by my fucking side. I'm going to protect you."
Well, here's the thing is that we were losing by the exact amount of points he got killed. So because of him, we fucking lost every game.
Yes, it's all my fault.
Let me tell you something. I would run around a corner and see you, and I would fucking run the other way.
It had
because
nothing.
I knew death was coming.
It had nothing to do with that one asshole on our fucking team that kept fucking fragging me.
No.
No, it had nothing to do with that at all.
It had to do with you fucking blowing at the game. I mean, fucking Christ, man. And I'm not even joking. I know this is a funny show, and I know we're kidding and we bust balls. I'm not busting balls. I'm talking to you about how much you suck, like fucking Anderson Cooper talk to people about fucking Katrina or hate, like dead serious. How much you suck, Greg.
Jesus, and I just saw Black Ops the Prestige Edition for $80. Now I think I want to get it just because I want to make fun of Brian just that much more.
But it was almost like I didn't even know that you sucked that bad.
Yes, you did. You played Modern Warfare 2 with me.
But I must have forgot how bad. The fact that you had 0 and 11 in a 10-minute game to 7,500 with 12 people playing is fucking astronomical. God. It's fucking impossible. It's astronomical that you fucking had 0 and 11. It's almost like if I gave you $1 million to do that, you wouldn't be able to do it.
No, of course
not.
not.
But you suck so bad, you can do it. You beat the odds. Unfucking believable.
Special needs.
And we're playing with, friends of mine.
Yeah, we We were playing with your brother, and who else were we playing with?
Joe Lazon, who's like fucking UFC, one of my favorite UFC fighters.
Joe Lozon, fucking shit. Holy crap.
Yeah, Joe Lazon was playing. That was the first time I played with him, too. And I was like, oh, let me get a couple buddies on. And I brought you in. Oh. That's like telling a girl, oh, I got a really cool friend I want you to meet, and bringing the fucking Asian from Pretty in Pink in the room. Fucking loser.
Well, it sounds like the new leveling system that Black Ops brought in is doing its job of keeping low players low and the high players high. Oh, crap.
Holy shit.
Oh, my God, you suck. Anyways, God, man.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm going to be deleted off the friends list later on tonight.
No, I want to keep you, dude, because it's like not retarded people, but like seriously retarded people, like where they yell and they hurt themselves and punch. They're like interesting to watch to me. Like I can watch those people and their big foreheads and fucking concaved fucking heads.
Nice. So now I'm the equivalent of a fucking Call of Duty retard.
Absolutely, dude. I could watch you sit on a box and hide. Oh.
Fuck you, because it wasn't until you said to me, I want you to get 2 fucking kills in this game. Just 2. Well, that's all I want you to do.
That's why they call me fucking General Bob. That's why.
Yeah, do they call you General Bob? You were getting your ass getting your ass handed to you just as much as I was. You were just killing more people doing it.
Oh, your black cloud followed everybody in that fucking room. Your shit fucking smeared everybody. Everybody stepped in your shit. As soon as the game started, it's like you shit in front of everybody. We all stepped in it.
So then I made the argument about campers, how everybody fucking hates campers. So I try and run around the board and I get my ass handed to me. So then they tell me, hey, you know what, dude? I'd rather be fucking called a camper than fucking get made fun of because you had no kills. So fine, I go into this one little room, prop myself up on top of some boxes, and I'm just fucking picking people off as they come in the room. I had 5 fucking kills. Do you think I'd get any fucking props for that? No. Still get my ass fucking made fun of.
First of all, I motivated the shit out of you.
Yes, you did.
Okay? I motivated you by telling you how much I honestly think you suck at something. Triggered some type of fat insecurity when you were a kid. Some being a redhead. I don't know what the fuck. Some little kid thing it triggered in you that made you want to win. I was like your 6th grade teacher at the little junior high Olympics, and you had to throw that softball as far as you could, and little fatty did, and I motivated you.
Yes, General Bob, you did, sir.
That's right, dude. I am General Bob.
I'm gonna think this game.
You fucking ruined my weekend. Let me tell you what you did. Honest to God, I only have a couple things. I only have a couple things that I fucking like in life that like release tension for me. Okay, and Call of Duty is actually one of them. It's one of those things that I play that like at the end of it, I look forward to it. Like I had a radio all day yesterday. You know, anytime I'd red eye the day, and I'm doing press and all this stuff, and then I'll take that hour before I was going to get on the train and pack to Boston to play Call of Duty to just feel good. And, you know, that's my home, that's my TV, and, you know, kill some guys and feel good and win some games. You fucking stole that from me.
Yeah, did I? You were still fucking ranked like the top in our group a couple times.
Yeah, but you stole it from me because we didn't win.
We won probably at least half the time.
Let's not put the we in there, okay? You're not involved in any of it. Okay? It had nothing to do with it. The word, you should never use the word we. Even on, and this is the funniest part. You're such a fucking fame. You just want to be popular so bad. I tell this guy in the game when you play Call of Duty, people host the match. Okay, So there's one person. There's one person that's hosting the match, and we're playing Call of Duty for literally 20 minutes. And I go, "Who's hosting? Who's hosting?" I go, "Are you hosting Wood Floor Liquor?" And he goes, "No, it's me and another guy." And we, he thought he's such a shame fucker that he thought I was talking about his fucking dumb radio show.
Now that you thoroughly killed him, Jesus Christ, you are a
holy
tool, Brian.
shit.
Fucking stinks.
Oh, that's funny. I did too. I completely fucking fell right into that. I wasn't even thinking about it, and you said, "Who's hosting?" And I'm like, "I just told you who was going to be on the show."
Listen, this is what you're thinking, and this is what you're thinking all day long. Is please somebody ask me what I do. Please somebody ask me. Just in any form, can you bring up that I have a radio show? Any type of thing you could possibly say. Hey, do you hear that? I don't. What is it? Is that my radio show? Anything,
Nice.
any way somebody can bring it up, you'll fucking want to bring up your radio show. We get it.
You know what? It's all about promotion.
You stuck your
Keep
hands
lying
on.
yourself, bud.
Dude, I'm trying to fuck get on the internet in this shit hotel. Actually, it's a very nice hotel, but I can't get on the internet. I was trying to tweet people and Facebook people to let them know that I'm fucking on the airwaves.
Well, I tweeted that you were on the air for
You
whatever
did.
that's worth. But
I'd
you're gonna
like to do. How many people follow you?
couple like 2,000. No,
Yeah,
12,
okay, let
1,200.
me do it.
1,200.
Yeah.
So fucking maybe we can get some people to listen.
Let Bobby work some of his magic.
We've already got your favorite phone caller in the room.
Who?
Lady Trucker.
Oh, Lady Trucker.
She's
I like
in the
Lady
room.
Trucker.
Andrew's in the room. Big A.
Big A, I love Big A. Merry Christmas.
Dr. Steve caught my tweet and he said Bob Kelly is one funny motherfucker. Give him my best buddies.
Oh, I love Dr. Steve and his fucking just insanely large round eyeballs.
Oh, now he's in the fucking chat room too. He's Dr. Steve 202. Tell that goddamn Bob Kelly I said hello.
No, tell him I said XOXO.
He's a fucking.
Okay, first of all, I'm watching Tom Arnold do a stand-up special. I'm gonna fucking quit the fucking business right now.
He's still doing fucking stand-up?
He has a stand-up. I'm watching it. I'll tell you a story about this son of a bitch too, right? He has his own show, his own night in L.A. at the Laugh Factory.
Right.
In L.A. So somebody says, and Kevin Nealon has one. There's a few guys that have it, and I did Kevin Nealon's show. It's fucking
Yeah, I saw that.
sweetest guy ever.
He kind of does like
Nice
an interview
guy.
thing with you guys after you're done with your set, right?
Literally, you go up, you do new material, or semi-new stuff, and then you talk about it after. It's very funny, and he's a very funny guy.
Right.
It was really enjoyable, so I decided to do Tom Arnold's show. Okay, and I get there. This guy goes up and does literally 40 minutes. Okay, up front, and just rambles, just fucking head down, that fucking sweaty, clammy forehead that he always has because of the fucking hair piece or whatever the fuck he's got isn't really fucking like connected right. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him.
Right.
And then he goes on, and then he brings somebody on, but it takes like 10, 15 minutes for the intro, and then they bring him up. And he's got like 4 people on the show. So literally the show is going, I'm waiting hours to get on the show.
Wow.
Finally, I'm standing in the wings and he's bringing me up. And he's like, all right, this guy's been on Tagasm. And it's bullshit because, first of all, he's very good friends with Dane. I've met him with Dane. He's actually, said nice things about Torgasm to Dane, right?
So he knows how to pronounce it.
Yeah, he fucking fucks it up just to be, like that's funny, which is fine, whatever. Then a half hour, 35 minutes, he just goes off on and starts talking about another story. I went next door, okay, and got a sandwich at Greenblatt's. I'm eating a fucking chicken salad sandwich. 35 minutes later, they come in. They're like, "He just brought you up." I walk back to the place, and he's like, "Is he here? Is he here?" Like I fucked up.
Yeah, right.
Then he does another 10 minutes, and I'm about to leave again. And then he finally brings me up, and I'm like, that was the most biggest bullshit I've ever had in the business.
Did you say that on
Honest
stage?
Yeah. And he goes, "Oh, it wasn't that bad." And I'm like, "Yeah, Tom, it was fucking terrible what you just did. Fucking terrible. Never in my life doing comedy for fucking 20 years have I had that bullshit done. Ever."
Wow.
Yeah, what a fucking douche.
I almost hoped there was like something redeemable about him. Like after all the crap he's been through, he's just a bigger tool than he was before.
Well, you know what it is? It's these motherfuckers. I mean, first of all, you know, he's doing a fucking an hour special on Showtime right now. What the fuck happened to comedy? Why are they giving everybody a fucking hour special? Why are they fucking diluting the waters so much? You had a good product. It's like, you know, what the fuck, you know? They're giving everybody, why? Because he was a fucking actor. He fucked a fat, funny comic. I'd rather see Roseanne Barr do a stand-up special. She's a funny motherfucker than this fucking...
And when the fuck did he have anything to do with comedy recently? He's been doing that the best damn sports show and all that other stuff. He's had nothing to do with comedy for the last couple of years.
Well, first of all, I like the guy. He was he was just a sweet guy. I always saw him and stuff, and I liked him. I think it was, what was that, True Lies? Remember he was in True Lies, and he actually did a good job. And
yeah, he was good in that, yeah.
Well, that was like the first thing he was ever funny in, and he actually was a good actor, and then I was like, oh, shit, I was a fan until he pulled that shit with me, so I'm fucking biased about it now, because, you know, he fucked me, so fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
But I just can't believe he's doing fucking stand-up right now. Three things that we like women to do. Blah, 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 and lick our balls. Really, Tom? Really?
Wow.
I don't want my wife licking my balls. You know why? My balls smell like shit, okay? I barely wash. My balls smell like snake shit. I don't want the woman I love going near my nuts, okay? I want a whore at some show in Jersey or in Vegas. You can lick my nuts. I don't want my wife licking my nuts. I don't want to go near my nuts.
Speaking of shows in Jersey...
Sorry.
Robert Kelly will be appearing at Bananas Comedy Club next weekend, next Friday and next Saturday. Friday he's doing one show 9 o'clock. Saturday he's doing a show at 8 and a show at 10:30. Tickets are $15. You can go to Bananas Comedy Club. Look, if you Google it, it's a weird Angel Fire address that they have for the fucking Oh, that's terrible. They have their website's like an Angel Fire website. You need to talk to them about fucking getting a .com for Christ's sake.
Look, dude, first of all, the Bananas Comedy Club, I mean, people who have gone there, you've gone there, people know about it. It's in a hotel.
Yeah, it's in the Holiday Inn.
It's in the Holiday Inn. It's in a fucking ballroom. And the one in Poughkeepsie, too. But the two people that run it, I love them to death. And all the people that work there, I love them to death. But the fucking one great thing about doing Bananas is that fucking fans show up.
Right.
Because they don't fucking gouge people on the price. $15 to come down and fucking to a show that's what a show
phenomenal.
should be.
Yeah.
Well, for a guy like me, $15, $20, $20 is that's what a show should do. $15 is fucking great.
Right.
And the crowds that show up there are 99% of the time fucking awesome. They're not too drunk. They don't fucking yell out. It's usually a shitload of O&A fans and some fans from Jersey, and they just get all the fucking jokes. You know, they're fucking right with you the whole time. You know, and I've been there. I love playing Bananas. It's you can fuck off and do some new shit. You can, you know, it's a fucking great club. I actually like it. I actually saw Louis C.K. for the first time. I watched his whole set because I try not to watch him too much because I'm not comparing myself to Louis, but he does talk. You know, he talks about shit that happens to him, and I don't want to ever fucking, you know, I don't want to fucking ever subconsciously fucking wind up in a position where I'm fucking sounding like Louis C.K., which,
right.
believe it or not, happens to comedians all the time. I can't tell you how many guys sounded like Mitch Hedberg, how many guys are out there that have the same cadence as Dave Attell.
A lot of people have accused Dennis Leary of ripping off of Mitch Hedberg and what's the other guy's name? What the fuck's his name? Fuck. Bill
Hicks.
Yeah, Bill Hicks.
I was going to make you fucking struggle with that.
Of course
for like
you were,
5 more minutes.
asshole.
Well, that's a different thing. I mean, accusing somebody of stealing outright material, but I'm talking more the tempo. People can steal the tempo of somebody or the essence or the verbiage.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like people can, Dave Attell, so that's why I came in his mouth. Ho, 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 ski there. People, you know what I mean?
Right.
That, David Attell has silhouetted himself, and there's comics out there that you watch him and admire him and love him so much, they become him.
Right.
And you can hear it, But anyways, back to it. I actually saw Louis there do an hour. I was fucking just amazing, man. I love seeing comedy in smaller venues.
Dr. Steve
Especially
says he loves Bobby because he's a comedy purist. It's about the fucking art. He likes Bananas because the owner doesn't rip off the fans and people get the jokes. He rules.
Yeah. I mean, there's some clubs. I mean, I'm not going to mention them because I'm not fucking. Dude, if I wish I had enough money to just say, I'd fucking spill it all on your show. And tell everybody what I really fucking think. But yeah, I mean, some clubs are fucking weird, man. You got to figure that, especially my fans. I don't have rich fans, man.
Right.
My fans are fucking me.
They're everyday people.
I come to see me, you know what I mean? It's usually boyfriends and girlfriends and couples and O&A fans and fucking people who play Xbox and, people like that. But, they don't have $100 to fucking drop on a ticket. They don't have $30 to drop on a fucking ticket, you know? Unless it's something crazy.
Well, but your material and I guess the way you do things, it works no matter where you are. I saw you do a bar out in bumfuck Long Island. I saw you do Town Hall in New York City. I've seen you do the PNC Bank Art Center in New Jersey. I've seen you in all those venues. No matter what your venue, you destroy, you kill because of the way you construct your jokes. The way you work is amazing. And I understand why. I understand. You're coming to you're coming to see us. Guys like you guys that you can't drop like the $100. But you're pulling places like the Playboy Club. You're going to be doing them in a couple of weeks, and it's just because you are that good. It's because your comedy is just that good because it's so accessible. And because, well, damn it, you're funny. How else can I put it?
Wait, stuck at Call of Duty.
Hey, John. That was John. That was John. That was.
Oh, sorry.
That was John. John, wipe the corner of your mouth. You have a little bit of Bobby's cum there.
All right. Well, fuck you. Stay out of it. Keep going, John.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that your comedy is it's good. I've seen you do. I haven't seen you do the exact same set, but I've seen the same jokes. And I have your shit on my iPod and I have it on repeat. But why? I mean, why are you always afraid that you're going to be acquiring somebody else's stuff when your shit's good on its own? I mean, your stuff is.
Yeah, but what he's saying is subliminally by accidentally hearing somebody else's material.
Yeah,
you may sit down and go, "Oh, this is a really funny joke," but it's something that Bill Burr or Louis C.K. may have said in a set that he overheard them saying.
I have stuff sometimes I'm talking about, everything's been said 5,000 times. You know what I mean? Everybody's talked about relationships. Everybody's talked about divorce. Everybody's talked about airlines. Everybody's talked about fucking whatever. I mean, it's your angle. What is your fucking angle? What is your view on it? What the fuck are you, and the only way you can kind of stay away from fucking stealing somebody else's joke or, touching on somebody else's shit because you're going to talk about the same shit
is if you experience some shit, if you go hiking, if you go fucking, bow and arrow shooting, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you have an experience, nobody can fuck with that. You know what I mean? But there's also a thing too that I try to I tell stories on stage of fucking what the fuck happened, and there's a method, there's a tempo that I have that's mine.
Right.
Whatever the fuck it is, I don't even whatever it is, that's what I do with a joke. And Norton has what he does for a joke. You can listen to Norton and Colin the same thing. Patrice, same shit. Patrice tells, goddamn is Patrice funny, but it's in a certain way, and you can see other comics doing Patrice.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you have to be careful. Watching people. I don't like to watch people too much. I mean, I watch Tom Arnold all day because there's no way this horse shit's going to rub off on me. But it's
really rough when you're doing observational comedy to be original. No? Because you can't tell me that two people that have never fucking heard of each other, that are on opposite ends of the fucking country, may not even be in the same country, can't have the same fucking observation about a certain thing that you would run across in everyday life.
Well, that's a great part about comedy, though, man, is that every single one of us is different. Okay, your point of view, we're all fucking different. Even if we're similar in likes and dislikes, you're just different. You're different in your point of view, or the way you'll look at something. Right. And there's so many different types of comedy too. There's joke writers. You look at like early Louis C.K. stuff. It's set up, punch, tag. Right. Set up, punch, tag with some edge to it. Do you know what I mean?
See, you guys understand that stuff because you sit and analyze that stuff. To those of us that are sitting in the audience, we don't necessarily realize that. But you guys that are in the business notice what everybody's doing, that it's set up, punch, tag, set up, punch, tag. To us, it's just the way he does comedy.
Yeah, like Norton has a lot of setups and punches and tags, but he's really good at fucking. He puts it into an opinion or a story or a thought, and he'll put it in there. He's good at. You don't even know they're there.
Right. Exactly.
He's hitting them with it, and I mean, look, when you kind of, if you're a Norton fan, you know where he's kind of going with some shit. You know, kind of who he is as a person. But the thing that he's good as a comic, you never know when he's gonna make you laugh.
Right.
When it's coming, because he'll go into a serious little tinge for a second, and fucking really explain something, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know that, and then hit you with a fucking ridiculous, edgy, thought or punchline, and you're like, oh fuck,
Right.
I mean, and Patrice. I mean, you watch Patrice. I think is one of the funniest guys on the planet Earth.
His observations
on the
about
fucking planet Earth.
His observations about relationships is just, I could listen to that all day.
Not even that, man. This is why Patrice is so funny. In a millisecond, he has an opinion on something.
Right.
And that's what makes a comic good. That's why, it takes me 3 days I'll get in a fight with you tonight, okay, and we argue about something. It will take me 3 days to fucking have the perfect fucking thought that I want to say back to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because you want to make sure that it absolutely fucking destroys that person.
Well, because I'm psychotic, dude. I'm fucking nuts. I want to fucking stab somebody and hug them at the same time. I used to get in fights when I was in high school. I'd fucking beat the shit out of somebody and then cry.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was fucking. I'm a mental patient, dude. I grew up with a fucking crazy family. I mean, imagine a guy knocking you out cold and waking up and he's crying over you. What the fuck is? What the fuck am I?
A little confused.
But I think that Patrice, man, he's goddamn is he fucking funny. He is he can take anything. I mean, that thing about puppies, that puppy commercial.
Right.
I don't know if you saw that shit. He's fucking. It's just you can never attain it. You're never gonna get it. You can try to mimic it, but he's the only motherfucker. God, I just can't wait for that guy to become. All he needs is one thing to make him pop,
right?
And then he's gonna be fucking off and running.
Somebody had told me that he was retired now.
Yeah, but that's the best thing. Yeah, he retires. He fucking. It's hilarious. If he has nothing to talk about, he doesn't do comedy.
He's just decided, fuck it, I'm not going to work.
Norton, me, Colin, when he's not, if he wasn't doing the play, we all go down to the Cellar or other clubs,
right,
and work on shit,
right,
and work jokes out, because we have to do that. Patrice doesn't do that. Patrice only goes to a comedy club if something happens in the news or something happens in his life that really affects him, and he has to talk about it on stage. So as far as right now, fuck it, he's done.
Wow.
Yeah, he's done. He retires every once in a while.
It's nice to be able to sit back and do that though, and still be able to survive on what you've made.
Well, no, don't get you wrong. He's not even. I think he's not even a thousandaire. Okay.
Okay.
Look, we're in the hustle too. That's the one thing too is, I think people think that we do comedy or you're on TV or you do a special or you're on O&A or whatever the fuck it is. You see us in a big theater or even an arena.
Right.
That we have shitloads of money in the bank. That we can just, has a lot of money, fucking Jerry Seinfeld.
I know you're far from rich, but I mean, just that maybe he's got a couple in the bank that he can sit back and go, I'm going to wait a few weeks before I say something else.
Look, man, we probably have some, I mean, look, we make more money than the average asshole in a shorter amount of time, and we do it with something that we love, but, you're always worrying about fucking, here's the one thing you don't have. The next gig.
Right, job security.
Yeah, where's the next gig? I know where I am this week, next week, and the week after. Where I am, what fucking do you got for me in March? I might not have a gig in March. I might not have a job in March.
Actually, in March, you'll be at Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant and in Staten Island.
You like the way I got that fucking plug in?
Fucking brilliant. Got you to do it without even trying.
That's gonna go down in history as one of the best fucking plug horn things ever.
John was actually very impressed that you are playing the Playboy Club in 2 weeks. In Vegas.
Yeah, the Playboy Club is I kind of like it. It's a little lounge, and they shut it off with these huge curtains. It's right in the fucking casino, on the casino floor. And they just put these huge curtains. And it seats around 300 people. And it's actually a really cool gig. Nice. I like it a lot.
I was thinking, I'm looking at some of the pictures. I mean, it didn't look like it was a big seat, but like, where's the stage? Is there a stage, or are you like standing on top of the craps table or something?
No, they just redid the whole thing. It's a beautiful stage. It's like an old Vegas showroom. They just redid it with the round tables in the back, all around the side of the room, and big stage. It's really, really nice club. I mean, it get a little fucking hairy, mind you. I used to do Vegas around 5 years ago for Beecher's Comedy Madhouse.
Right.
Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to one of those shows?
No, I haven't been there.
Okay, it was at the Hard Rock. It was at the Joint, which was a 2,500 seat theater. Okay. They would fill it with bachelorette and bachelor parties. Strippers, hookers, pimps, and famous people.
Wow.
And they would let them in. They would let them in hours before, so they'd be shit faced. They'd have midgets, strong men, half naked chicks. They'd do a best hit contest, a karaoke contest, and they'd have a comic go up, in this hellhole for 15 minutes. Then they had a 7-foot gay Russian sword swallower go up and do his fucking routine, get a standing O every night, and then they bring like me out at the end to close it.
Is it really that big of a fucking, a task if you're gay anyway and you're swallowing swords? Is it really that fucking impressive?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got a point, but yeah, I mean, it's on sharp. My dick isn't gonna fucking cut your fucking spleen open.
Oh.
My dick isn't even going to hurt the rim of your asshole.
Well, that's because you're Irish like me. That has nothing to do with the fact that it's sharp or dull.
Well, here's the thing with my cock, okay? I have a nice piece, and I'll give Jay more credit for this because he's the one who actually said this, and it cracked me up one time. He said, I have a grower, not a shower.
Yeah.
And that's definitely what I have. My shit, if you just saw it at a urinal, you would fucking laugh. Literally. Just be like, what the fuck is that?
I can honestly say I'm in that same camp.
If I fucking play with it, and I can hold it with, maybe two fifths.
Right. I can honestly say I'm in that same camp, grower, not a shower. And it's pissed me off all my life because I thought, well, they say that if you wear boxers versus briefs, you let it breathe, it hangs. Where if you wear briefs, it has a tendency to shrivel up. And I've always wondered, like, what did I do wrong? And should I do something different for my kid when I have one? And it's really fucked with my head, but.
Well, you know what? It's weird. That's funny you say that because my shit did hang. I'm wearing briefs again because I put weight back on.
Right.
It's just a fucking. I looked at the People's Choice. I think was on tonight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that Doogie Howser kid?
Oh, Neil Patrick Harris.
If I had $1 billion, I would give it away if I could be that thin.
Oh yeah.
One time in my life.
Absolutely. I can absolutely, I'm right on the same plane with you. I've always been a fucking fat kid. I can look back at pictures where I wasn't quite as fat, but I've always been, for my size and for my age, I've always been a fat kid.
Well, here's the thing: is I've always been a skinny fat kid. Like I've been fucking gorgeous. I mean, an 8-pack, shredded, and then fat, and then shredded, and then fat, and then skinny, and then fat. I mean, if you look at my life and you look at photos of my life, it's like fucking 19 different people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, even on this last one, I lost all the weight. I got down to where I could have maintained at least thin. You know what I mean? Not, I got to a point where I had a little 6-pack again. I was almost there. I was working out with Steve C's girl, MJ, and she really got me cut.
Right.
But I didn't even need that. I could have just been thin again. And it fucking slips away. And you know who doesn't give a fuck? Nobody.
Right. Nobody cares except for you.
My wife. Yeah, nobody says anything. My wife, my family, friends, they just watch you get fat. And as soon as you leave the room, he's fat, huh? You got to gain some weight, huh?
I can honestly say that I've reached the point, apparently, where a couple people have said something to me. I mean, my wife has said something to me. Dr. Steve's mentioned something to me. So it's something I really need to start looking at and reevaluating how I'm doing things, because if people are now starting to come to me and say something, then it's obviously something that I really need to address.
Right.
Well, look, my wife said to me on vacation, we're going back from vacation with to Boston, and I was at my family's house, and I ordered $200 worth of fucking Chinese food. And I ate my whole plate of Chinese food, and she looked at me, she's like, "Are you done?" And I go, "I'm done." She goes, "No, you're done, right?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I'm done." She meant like in life. You're fucking done, fatso. Have you seen the movie Fatso with Dom DeLuise?
No.
What the please? If you're a fat person,
right?
Okay, and you haven't seen the movie Fatso with Dom DeLuise, you're an asshole.
Huh.
Because there's a scene at the beginning of the movie where his cousin dies, because he's just a fat fuck. I mean, the coffin won't even fit in the ground, and he's crying. Dom DeLuise is crying in the kitchen, dipping a piece of bread in sauce, and then in cheese, and eating it.
Right.
And then all his fucking, like, his tears stop, and he breathes a sigh, like, ah, and it all just goes away, and everything's going to be all right because he had that bread. Dude, oh, have I been there. Hudson, you know Hudson Cap?
No, but he's in the
You
chat.
know-
He's in the chat room right now.
Yeah, he's. I got to give him a shout out. That's the guy that anytime something happens with my iPhone, or I want to jailbreak my iPhone or do anything with my iPhone, that little. If you see his photo, he looks like a little Dutch girl. Please click. You can't tell if there's a little small Twitter photo, but if you click on it, he looks like a little Dutch girl.
So we'll give him a little bit of a shout out. You can follow him twitter.com/HudsonCap. HUT.
No, fuck him. No, you don't need to do that. I just gave him a shout out. Fuck him. I don't want him getting followers.
We've got a veritable who gives a shit of fucking people in the room tonight. We've got Big A, Dr. Steve, my friend Tom, Hudson Cap, Lady Trucker, Mother Shucker, Special Eddie. All fucking veritable people of who gives a shit.
Well,
but to bring it up anyway, Bobby, your iPhone app is actually really cool, man. Fucking great.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, the guys at 3SD, and they're also O&A fans. That's how they got in touch with me. Yeah, those guys are pretty fucking crazy. Daryl, who's the fucking head guy over there, is fucking nuts. I mean, I get a lot of complaints. The two complaints I get the most: Android, when are you getting it? I'm trying, but I have an iPhone. I'm not gonna fucking, and Android is a whole nother app. You can't just take this app and put it on Android.
That was going to be my question because I don't have a fucking iPhone. I have the original Mac Daddy Droid.
Yeah, most people have Droids because, I mean, fuck, you can get you can get two for fucking, $100.
Right.
They're practically giving those fucking things away, which is great. But I had to do the iPhone. I'm going to be hopefully getting the Android version out this year.
Cool.
But the iPhone app, we've been updating but it's pretty fucking, it's pretty badass. It works on an iPad now, too.
Nice.
You can put it on your iPad.
I wonder how much did they, and you don't have to, if it's personal, you don't have to tell me, but how much did they bang you to put together something like that?
Yeah, no problem, man. It was $250,000.
All right.
Uh-huh.
You're so full of shit.
No shit, you fucking loser on COD.
You got me. You got me this afternoon or this morning with I'm fucking headlining at the Cellar this weekend. Are you stupid? But you're not getting me with $250,000, fuckface.
We worked out a deal. I mean, they're expensive to have an app. There's a lot of code, a lot of programming goes into it. I mean, a lot of shit, and especially with Apple, you have to be very specific. So it costs a little bit, but we worked out a deal, and I think the to be honest with you, if you're a comic and you don't have an app, if you're like a legitimate comic, a working comic, you should have an app. Because nobody goes to your website. Websites are fucking dead.
The only two people I know of that have apps that are in the comedy business are you and Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean, Dane has one now too. He had one a while ago, but he has one up now. I mean, if you look at anybody on a train, on a bus, on a plane, at a fucking airport, anywhere, people are looking down at their fucking smartphones. Everybody has a smartphone.
Right.
Yep.
And all, you know what they want? All they want is fucking shit to do on that smartphone.
Yep.
They want the next dumb game, the next fucking website, whatever app they can get.
The next Angry Birds.
What they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So why are they going to go home, go to that fucking shit computer that they have, sit down and wheel out a mouse and go to my website? Fuck it. I'll just do it on my phone while I'm sitting eating Cheetos on the fucking couch. Or the train ride home.
But in the same respect, there's a lot of people out there that have the iPad or the new Droid iPad version, whatever the fuck they call it. I don't even know what the hell it's called, but Droid now came out with one too. But people are starting to get into the tablets now, and it's not that bad to surf a website on a tablet. The problem is that
that's the thing, is that tablets, the iPad works on fucking apps too, though. They all work on apps,
right?
So it's the same shit. That's exactly what I'm saying. Is that my app works on the iPad. You can download my app on the iPad and just 2 times it, and it comes up and looks great. So why would you go to my website when you can go to my app that's on your phone or on your iPad or on your Galaxy, whatever the fuck you got?
Right.
Just go to my app. and you can fucking. I have my Twitter feed up there that's exclusively for the app. I rarely do I put shit on there and put it up on Twitter and Facebook because I want people to have original content on the app. And then you have my all my dates, so you can find out where the fuck I'm doing it. It's not just a list; it's a fucking Google map with my head on it. That's kind of fucking kooky. You can
That's pretty
and
cool.
you can listen to my podcast.
You get the phone numbers, you call them up, and you can order tickets for your things and shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, you can click on the head, and then you can go right to the website. You can put it in your calendar, or you can call the club right from the thing. It's fucking instant proof.
Like, for example, if you had the app, you'd know that tomorrow night he'll be at the Comedy Connection in East Providence, Rhode Island. And then on the 7th, he'll be in the Comedy Connection in Chicopee, Mass.
Yeah.
And then,
if you went closer on that, you know, if you zoomed in, you'd see they're going to be at the Wilbur Theater on Saturday.
Really? No shit.
Yeah, swear to God.
Does it do future dates, like the 14th, 15th at the Bananas Comedy Club in Hasbrook Heights?
Oh, I can't wait to do that. And there's always the hottest chicks. If there's nothing I love better than a fucking big-nosed Jersey chick.
I'm very disappointed in Snooki, by the way. You remember Snooki from the last time you called our show?
Who?
Snooki. Yeah. The girl that we nicknamed Snooki.
Yeah, she was cute.
I'm very disappointed in her tonight. She has become a regular on the show. She does a lot of our voiceovers and stuff like that for things like we take audio from the show like most other shows do, and we make little promos out of them and stuff to send to other shows. And she's been doing a lot of our voiceover work. And she was really excited that we had Bret Ernst on the show earlier tonight and that we were having you back on the show tonight. And she said she was going to show up. She's not fucking here. I'm pissed off that she's not fucking here because you are going to be in her fucking back goddamn yard.
Right.
In fucking Hasbrook Heights.
Well, I'd actually stick around for Bret Ernst too if I was some chick. If I was going to stick around. Bret Ernst is a really good-looking Italian guy.
Actually, now that I said that, this may be her calling in. Caller, go ahead. You're on the Radio Freaks with Robert Kelly.
Sweetie, I'm right here.
Oh, there she is. She's not in the fucking chat room, but she was listening.
Okay.
How are you guys tonight? Hi.
Hi, how are you? I don't remember
I'm
your
okay.
Facebook page. I think I remember going to it, and I thought you were hot.
Oh, did you really?
Well,
Stop shaming.
okay.
I tweeted you the picture. I tweeted you the picture of her from her Facebook page.
You got to retweet that to me. I got to check this out. I got to remember. So you a big fan of Bret Ernst?
Yeah.
I am too. He's a good friend of mine. He's a funny motherfucker.
But
he really is.
The point that I was getting to, though, Snooki, is that Bobby is going to be in your fucking backyard next weekend. So you need to go see him.
Oh, yes.
You said that you said that the Stress Factory was too far for you because it's only fucking 20 minutes down the goddamn Parkway. But
you know what? Let me tell you something. That day, it's honestly, Robert, thank you so much for tweeting that number because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have gotten this far, and I wouldn't have been able to do all this voiceover work that I've been doing, which is
she's become our fucking groupie because of you.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see a goddamn picture of this broad.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
It's one of my fetishes.
I tweet you all the time, but I guess you're so famous that like you don't have time to tweet me back.
Maybe. Oh, that's so funny. I wish I was a plumber because you wouldn't be able to use that excuse. It's not that I'm famous; it's that I'm retarded, and I get overwhelmed. Like if I get more than 2 fucking tweets, I shut down. Oh God! I block people all the time just because I don't know what else to do.
Snooki, I'm sending him the picture of your tits half hanging out with you with your finger in your mouth.
Nice in her mouth.
Shut up! You are not.
That's the one I'm sending him right.
Picture?
I'm sending him right now.
Oh God!
There you go, Bobby.
That picture's on my Facebook. I should have deleted it.
I just DM'd it to you, Bobby.
Showtime puts out the fucking shittiest comedy shows fucking ever.
What are you watching Showtime for? Jesus Christ.
Who the fuck watches Showtime for comedy anymore?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, brother. God damn it, it's fucking terrible.
And actually, I'm going to pop this picture up in the room for people that are not familiar with your.
There you go. You ready? I'm clicking on it right now.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Before I click on it, I'm going to get what I think she looks like in my head. I'm going to visualize it. I'm going to get it in my head.
She's got the name Snooki, so that's a start right there.
But I don't look anything like that.
Okay, I have the vision in my head of what she looks like. I'm going to click right now.
Oh God.
Exactly. You don't think she's fucking hot? What, are you out of your mind?
I didn't say she wasn't hot.
That's exactly the type of girl you want to run into after a late show on a Saturday night in fucking Hasbro Heights in your hotel room right upstairs.
Oh my God. Well then, I'm sure definitely going to be at your show real late. Try to catch you right after.
What do you get? What are you fucking doing, you little dirty girl? Why would you take that photo?
A friend kind of drove me to do it.
Why is your pinky knuckle dirty? Why is that? Why is your little pinky knuckle a little dirty? Taking pictures? What are you doing?
She's into Arab guys.
Oh, you an Arab girl? Are you an Arab?
No, she's
I'm
Hispanic.
Colombian, sweetheart.
You little dirty Colombian knuckle. I like it.
She's gonna give me a fucking goddamn old school pearl necklace for fucking doing this to her too.
Let me ask you a question, sweetie. What's behind all that fucking beautiful hair? You got a big dumper? What's going on?
What?
He asked if you have a big ass.
Because let me tell you something, honey. And first of all, I'm not. Please don't get mad at me. I'm a chunky bastard. You know me. I'm fucking chunky. But I'm fat. Okay, good. Well, I'm just saying. We all know how fat people know how to take the best photos. We know stretch your neck out.
Oh yeah, the angles.
Yeah, the angles, right? The shirt. You know, I get it. The hair.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you got going on behind that big head of yours?
Wait, what?
Holy shit!
What do you got? What do you got going on behind that beautiful little face? What do you got behind there? You got a big dumper? What do you got?
What do I have behind? What you see is what you get. How's that?
What'd you say?
I said what you see is what you get. That's it.
No. Do you have a big bump? Do you have a big caca? Do you have a nice big ass?
Is there junk in your trunk?
No, I mean, well, you know what? Actually, I'm looking. Hold on. I gotta check. I'll say I got more up top than back there, but I mean, it's decent. Ask Brian. He's met me before.
I just met her was it last weekend or the weekend before? She's got a little bit of an ass to her, but she's got a nice ass though.
Yeah, no, she's a cutie, dude. She's a cutie. That's exactly the type of girl you want to cheat on the woman you love with.
Thanks. Like I haven't gotten that my whole entire life.
Well, stop taking photos of you sucking on your finger with your dirty knuckles.
All right. Well, I mean, if I see you at one of your shows, I'm just gonna jump on you and just hug you.
All right,
because you're fat too, so I'm sure you could take it.
You have to.
Well, don't get crazy. How fat are you? I don't want you jumping up on me in the fight.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not that fat. I'm not that fat.
I just.
Yeah, definitely.
I just sent you.
Give me a hug.
I sent you a full body picture, Bobby.
Here we go.
Oh my God, what is this?
Oh,
you guys are crazy.
She's cute. She really is.
Yeah, she's a sweet. Who's that? Your boyfriend or your husband?
Boy, I'm not married. I'm not signing up for this. What picture did you send? I don't even know.
There's a picture of you from November 2008 with a guy in a blue polo shirt standing in a kitchen.
I don't remember that.
It's the biggest bottle of Coke ever. Next to, it's not even Coke. It's Project Coke. It's cola.
Yeah, it's fucking ShopRite Coke.
Oh, God. All right, guys. Nice talking to you.
Snooki, make sure that you introduce yourself as Snooki when you see him.
Yes. When he makes a connection.
I will. Oh, my God, I will. I have a big sticker that says, hello, my name is Snooki. Right on my fucking chest so he stares at it, too.
Nice.
All right, guys. You guys have a good night.
All right, Snooki. Bye.
Bye.
I'll remind you, next Saturday, Next Friday and Saturday, Hasbrook Heights, Bananas. She better be there. Fucking
Yeah.
complaining
Next
about
Saturday.
fucking, no, the Stress Factory's too far to go from North Jersey. Fucking.
See, that's
the fuck.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So I blame me. I'm not famous enough for these fucking broads to. I have to go see them like they do with Dane. We have to go.
She actually,
Mom, I need the credit card.
She actually said to me after the show when she talked to you, she's like, "I'm so pissed off I didn't get a chance to see him." That's why I made a big deal about the fact that you're going to be right in her fucking backyard at Bananas.
Yeah, that's the only way people will come to see me if I literally do a show 10 minutes away from you.
Well, that's not fucking true. I came out to fucking Long Island to see you.
Because you're a loser.
And I drove out to fucking Hershey to see you.
Because you are a hunk of shit.
No, it's because every time you're in this fucking area, I'm always someplace else.
Yeah, no. Look, there's nothing means more to me than when fucking people drive an hour or more to fucking come see me, or when people have seen me. I love when people are like, dude, I've seen you 5 times.
Yep.
And they keep bringing their friends back. I mean, that's how comics become fucking successful.
Right.
It's not, what you do on TV. It's
word
when
of
you
mouth.
motherfuckers support us like you support a fucking football team or your fucking baseball team. You guys come out and support our shit,
Right.
So it means the world to me, especially, because I'm not on a fucking TV show every week. If I was, I wouldn't be doing this fucking radio show, and I don't give a fuck if you show up because I'd have money.
Louis not going to give you a spot on the show?
I'm kidding. Before you, fucking Christ, that was just bomb. You took.
I've already got it. I've already got it.
To me.
I've already got it fucking recorded from when you were on the show previously, where you said if you blew up on fucking television, you were still going to come do this show. So I don't even want to hear it.
Absolutely. No, I don't think Louis put me on this season. That's the one thing. It's weird because people. That's the biggest thing ever do. Are you going to be on next season? You're going to be on next season? You're gonna, oh my God, blah blah blah. And it's like, I wasn't even supposed to be on the first season.
Right.
I mean, that was a fluke thing that he wrote one day. I want a brother. He just wanted a brother and had me do this little scene, the one on the car. And then he liked what he fucking did. And it's not that he liked what I did, but he also liked what he wrote and where it was going. So he wrote more for himself, not for me. He didn't write shit for me.
Right.
He wrote that shit because he liked it creatively. And, I got lucky enough to be in a few episodes. So, no, I don't, everybody always asks me, I'm like, look, I don't fucking know, dude. I mean, it's not a regular TV show where you get cast as somebody on the show and you sign a contract and blah, blah, blah. That shit's like doing Law and Order.
I was just going to ask you, are you still doing Law and Order tryouts?
No, right now, believe it or not, man, I just signed a book deal.
Nice.
Oh. So I just signed a book deal with one of the biggest publishing houses out there. And
who's going to write it? Who's going to write it for you? Because we know you can't read. So
that's the greatest part about being a fucking American citizen is that I can't spell macaroon, and I have a book deal.
Steve from Bayshore in the chat room wants to know: is it going to be a cookbook?
No, dude, but I should. I should come up with a cookbook and then a children's book called Spiff the Cow. That's all this little cow. His parents got eaten. This little fat cow that gets into trouble on the farm.
Big A wants to know who's writing it for you, Bobby. Rich Voss.
I don't know, but I know those two faggots aren't going to be able to read it. What do you mean? So, I'm writing it with I can't really talk about it too much. I mean, literally, you're the first person I've fucking told. Like, I'm pretty sure. But as soon as we can talk about it, what it's going to be about. It's pretty fucking controversial shit, man. It's women are going to hate it and men are going to love it. So,
Lady Trucker says Bobby's book title is going to be Meal by Meal, Great Steak Dinners.
Meal by Meal. That was all right. I think Cookbook fucking kind of set that. That was the best one.
Yeah.
But that was all
Steve
right.
from
That was pretty
Bayshore.
good.
Steve from Bayshore
'Cause
fucking rules.
Steve's hilarious because he's right to the point. He doesn't get too. That was a little wordy. Meal by meal. All right, we get it. What do you write in a cookbook? This E. It's just funny. That's just mean and funny. You can just picture like Andrew Dice Clay saying that. What are you eating? What are you writing in a cookbook? Norton would have punched it up. He'd have fatso at the end of it. You're writing a cookbook, fatso.
That's funny.
It's doing that. Just wrote a pilot, and we got that movie that me, DeRosa, and Billy wrote and produced and starred in. That little short film, Shooting Angles, is just been entered in all the festivals.
Nice.
So we find out very shortly. You know, Tribeca, Boston, all these crazy festivals. So hopefully, we got a lot of good feedback too.
Nice, very
so,
nice.
So hopefully it will get into a few festivals, and you know, when we finally Monday, I got to go into the book shit. So I'm not writing it alone. I got a couple, 2 other guys that are writing it with me, comics. It's kind of a joint venture, how-to book. But when I can talk about it, I'll definitely come back on and we'll talk about it.
Absolutely, because we've now got the exclusive scoop. But that would be very fucking cool if you did that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to actually see Bill this weekend. I'm going to that or next weekend rather. I'm going to the Antisocial Network thing down at the Borgata.
Where is it?
It's the weekend you're playing the Bananas.
And what is it? A polka thing?
No. It's Norton's hosting a show called the Antisocial Network at the Borgata, and it's him, Brewer, Attell, and Burr.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. I wish I could go to that show.
For a $65 ticket, you cannot beat fucking 4 headliners.
No, dude, you can't fuck with that show. That show's, and that's, to be honest with you, dude, those shows are the best for the comics too. I love fucking being on that type of shit, dude. I love those shows. I wish we did that more.
Yeah, I mean that Comics Anonymous thing that you guys did was fucking phenomenally funny.
Yeah, that was fucking a blast. It was the first time, in a long time, me, Voss, and Norton, and DiStefano worked together, So I wish we would do that a lot more instead of fucking going out to some improv in the middle of fucking nowhere doing 7 shows and living there for a fucking month. You know what I mean?
Speaking of, how was Canada?
Canada was... I love Canada, dude.
Did you wear a toque?
I did. I fucking hate that. They call me fucking idiots.
Dr. Steve said that. Dr. Steve said that he can hook you up with his literary agent. God knows he's not using him.
Well, fucking stop doing a radio show and start writing it, Dr. Steve. I'll fucking. Do you have a book out? I'd buy it. Whatever. If Dr. Steve wrote a book, I'd buy that shit.
Dr. Steve does articles for Men's Fitness magazine.
Well, why don't you help me out, fucking Dr. Steve, and get me thin again, so I can stay thin. Stop fucking letting me get fat again.
It's not a fucking miracle cure. You got to watch what the fuck you're eating. And hello, this is the pot calling the kettle black. I know, but you got to fucking just watch it.
I don't like that you stepped on that grenade before we could lay it down, you cocksucker.
Because I know you motherfuckers.
He's gotten used to it. He knows it's
I
coming,
know you motherfuckers. I know it's coming.
Dude,
it's like a fucking bouncing Betty.
You heard him say that, and we started shaking. We wanted to get to that.
Damn it.
It's like a fucking RPG. I can hear it coming a mile away.
That really bugged me. That you, as soon as you said that, I was like, "This motherfucker is telling me," and you stepped right on it, you fat fuck.
But really, it's not a. We all know, even us, especially us fat fucks, that it's not a fucking miracle cure. They can't just fucking boom make you skinny again. So,
no, dude, look at you. I know, of course. I'm just joking. I know. I got to go to the gym. I got to fucking not stuff my face with fucking carbohydrates and sugar. And it's different for everybody, to be honest with you. Carbs fuck me up quick.
Right.
Carbs and sugar fuck me up fast. I literally can put... I gained weight. The last 3 weeks, I put fucking weight on. Like, I changed the fucking pant size, for Christ's sakes.
Right.
But I can take it off as fast, too. It's my body. It's weird. I can take weight off quick. But I can just put it on in 2 months. I could be fucking fat again. But you know, and it's working out. But it's hard, man. Its trauma is fucking good.
I took my wife out to the fucking Cheesecake Factory last night. Do you think I didn't have a fucking piece? I mean, come on.
Yeah, man. John's Pizza in fucking Times Square. God damn it.
Jesus.
Salt and pepper wings. Fuck you, dude. Go fuck yourself. I mean, but it's literally you have to change your taste buds because you have to eat plain food for a little while. Okay, so you're not craving the salt and the sugar.
Right.
Because once you have that pizza, that's what you're craving is that salt. You want that salt.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to take the carbs out, unhealthy carbs, take the unhealthy sugar out, and you have to work out, which sucks. Working out is the worst part. That's what kills everybody.
Right.
Is going to the fucking gym, spending an hour or an hour and a half at a gym once a day makes me sick to my stomach, makes me physically ill, makes me really fucking want to break down and cry. But when I'm doing it, I love it.
Right.
It's the craziest thing ever. Getting there is the battle. Going from your house to the gym is the battle. Once you get there, you fucking love it.
You know
and
what?
you leave. You feel like $1 million.
It's funny that you say that because I kind of had the same thought about going to the gym about 4 years ago. It was about 5 years ago. I was working for an ambulance company out in Jersey, and I happened to wind up getting this employee who was a personal trainer at a local gym. This guy was 400. Bob, I'm not even lying. 450 fucking pounds.
Right.
He used to eat fucking 3 pizzas and a fucking 50 wings and a couple cheeseburgers as a snack while watching football on a Sunday. This guy slimmed himself down to 245 pounds of solid fucking rock hard muscle, and this kid was working for me. I said, dude, help me out. He's like, come to the gym, I'll help you out, I'll write you out a diet plan, this is what you eat, you only stick to this fucking diet plan, you come to the gym, I will tell you exactly what to fucking do when you get to the gym. I have never worked so fucking hard in the gym in my life because I was trying to impress this guy, and it was the best I've felt in the last fucking 20 years.
Right. What happened?
And then I blew out my fucking knee. I had to get an ACL replacement, and I haven't been back to the fucking gym since.
And that's it. That's it. It's just that spark of inspiration that somebody gave you, and the responsibility. They gave you responsibility, and they inspired you for a second that got you in there and got you doing shit, and then you felt fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's fucking life in a nutshell. It's when you work really hard to get something, and it comes all tumbling down, and it gets taken away, and it's gone. What the fuck do you do?
Right.
What do you do now?
I was working hard to impress this fucking guy, but it was working for me. It just dawned on me last night when I was sitting at the Cheesecake Factory with my wife. I got fries with my steak, and Debbie goes, "You didn't put any salt on those fries." I'm like, "No, as a matter of fact, I haven't used salt in like 9 months, and it didn't dawn on me until last night that I haven't used salt in like 9 months."
That's such a fat guy little observation. It's like, dude, you're happy that you didn't put salt on French fries, but you still ate the French fries.
Right, but but like what you were saying is, it's those little victories, like those little things.
Listen to me, Fatso. No, that's the fuck up. Oh my God, I can't let you do it. Look, if I was an actor, I would just agree with you right now and go, yeah, that's good. Go fuck yourself. I'd rather you fucking eat a teaspoon of salt than fucking those fries, you cunt.
I only ate about half of them. Normally, I would have eaten the whole fucking thing. And
here's that's the thing too. That's the thing too, bro. Is that when I lost the weight, and I've done it fucking 6 times, okay?
Right.
At least 6 or 8 times. The fries are wasted real estate, okay? Wasted stomach real estate, okay? That's steak, okay? Some fucking vegetables and a salad.
Right.
Is all great shit too. It's that crazy salt, man. It's that fried fucking craziness that we want to stuff in our fat stomachs. and it fills you like a hug.
Right.
Okay? It's like a hug. It feels good, just as good as a hug. Being full for a fat fuck, okay, is a hug.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you want to go home and lie down or fucking go to sleep or watch TV, and you forget about all the worries because you're full and I treated myself. I did something for me. I deserve it. Fuck that, dude. Fuck it. I've been doing it for dude, let me tell you, the last 3 weeks, I've been eating so much, and it's literally, you give the fuck up.
Right.
You're like, fuck
yeah, you do.
And the only way back is to hit a goddamn bottom or to be inspired.
But I don't reward. I don't reward myself. Like I didn't have the cheesecake because I haven't had salt. No, I just happen to notice. Hey, I haven't had salt, and for me, because I have high blood pressure, that's a good thing. Not even the weight loss thing. Because I have high blood pressure, it's a good thing.
But that's good too. But fucking, French fries and cheesecake is fucking just as bad for high blood pressure.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like, dude, come on. I mean, I could lie to you right now, but it's like, I'm in the same boat as you, bro. I'm not as fat as I was a few years ago. I was really a big motherfucker then. I got to 280 something.
Right.
But I'm on my way back, bro. And I'm catching it, hopefully, before it's going to suck too bad.
I'm over.
You know what I mean?
I'm over 3 already.
Yeah, dude, man. You got to, imagine being able to walk into a fucking store and just not worry about if they have it.
Yeah.
Just your size, just walking in and go, dude, I want these pants. And knowing they're going to have your waist size. Imagine walking into a store knowing they're going to have your shirt size. You don't even have to think about it. You just walk in, look at that shirt. I want to get that. Throw it on and it fits and it looks good.
I have a leather jacket in my closet that Debbie bought me for Christmas 2 or 3 years ago. I've never fucking worn it. Never.
Well, you remember I had that joke. I have a snakeskin leather jacket that I bought with Patrice. I bought it at Wilson's Leather. Snakeskin leather jacket. I never wore it. I still have it because if I did wear it, I'd look like a snake eating me.
Mommy, there's an anaconda on the bus. That man is being eaten and shitting at the same time. I love that line.
Can you do that again?
Mommy, there's an anaconda on the bus. The man is being eaten and shitting at the same time.
We heard you.
Yes, I know.
No, that's fucking brilliant. That's exactly what I sound like, too.
I just love the way you did the line. It's a fucking great line.
Oh, my God, dude.
Oh, shit.
Dude. Dude, you gotta fucking. Look, man. I woke up. I had cereal today, carbs. Okay, and I had some rice at lunch with some chicken and salad, and then I had some cheese and crackers on the fucking train. But here's my problem too: is I was eating at 12 at night, ordering hamburgers, fries, and shakes.
Right.
Oof.
When I was on that diet plan, the only fucking thing I ate was steamed fucking chicken, steamed fucking broccoli, and brown rice. Once in a while, he'd let me have some little bit of beef, but mostly chicken, broccoli, and brown rice.
Well, here's the thing with that,
the Chinese food store down the street loved me.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you're a foodie, because I love food, dude. I love eating food. I really love good food. Mm-hmm. And if you're a foodie, please go fucking watch the movie Fatso. Please go watch the movie Fatso this week. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's so hilarious. But if you're a fat person and you watch that movie, you're gonna fucking connect to these little nuances of just sad fatness that we go through.
Right.
But dude, you can't. There's a point where you have to accept yourself as you are. Okay. Like you're not going to be. I'm not going to have Brad Pitt's body.
Right.
I had to accept that around 5 years ago, and it hurt. It really fucked me up. I was like, it's never going to happen.
Well, because he's not into fat guys like you.
Not that way, silly. I don't like that you stuttered that one too, because you got excited because you had a good one.
You're like, oh, I get to get this one out, yay!
Sounds like Big A trying to tell a joke. Because Big A, I love you. I love Big A so much. So it's the fact that you can't look. I was working out when I lost my weight. I was working out 5 to 6 days a week, dude. At the end, I was working out like an athlete, man. I was running up a canyon, okay, running up the canyon. In the hard part in this canyon, there's like an easy route and then the hard way, literally straight up. I was running up it, running down it, and then going to the gym for another hour and a half. Okay, so I was working out for 3 hours a day when I lost the weight the last time.
I was thinking this too.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
Go ahead, carry on, Bob.
And I was working out like a fucking athlete, man. Going to the gym, bench pressing, sit up, hanging abs.
Yeah.
It got to a point.
All right, I'll stop because you can't even fucking
I
stop.
couldn't fucking do it anymore. No, because you know why? If I was on a phone, but I'm on a cell phone, so it drops out when I talk and then picks up.
All right.
It was fucking me up. It was like an alternate universe right there.
Steve from Bayshore says, "Gonna fry now."
God damn it.
But anyways, yeah, dude, I fucked up, man. Because what happened is that I was eating egg whites all day, chicken breast, vegetables, salad, no carbs, water, fucking working out 3 hours a day, and it got to the point. That's not me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not me, dude. There's got to be a fucking balance. There's got to be, okay, I'm going to go to the gym and do this, but I'm also going to have, I'm going to fucking eat a little crazy food, but not too crazy. You know what I mean?
But you know what it was, dude? I lived to go to the fucking gym because I wanted to impress this guy. That was the fucking motivation I needed. No, but like because he was 450 fucking pounds and got down to like, that's why I wanted to prove to him, hey, you know what? I can do that shit too. And I lived to go to the fucking gym. I couldn't wait to get off of work so I could fucking go to the gym.
Right. Yeah, I mean, dude, I get it, but the thing is that you fell off your rails,
right?
And now you got to get back on it, and it's going to be fucking terrible.
Well, I broke my knee, dude. I broke my knee, man.
I know.
And as Mother Shucker said, now I break chairs. Evan Weiss in the chat room, he had trail mix, but he ate the whole trail.
There's nothing funnier than fat jokes, dude. You can't. There's nothing funnier. There's nothing easier than a nice fat fucking joke, but there's nothing funnier.
I can't wait
that part is the fucking essence of real, just true funny.
I can't wait to see who the fuck this is. Caller, go ahead. You're on the Radio Freaks with comedian Robert Kelly.
Hey guys, it's Lady Trucker.
Oh, it's Lady Trucker.
There she is.
Hey Bobby, you want to join me and do a triathlon this summer?
Are you really going to do a triathlon?
Yeah, actually I do one every year, but I'm going to do one on the 29th of May in Austin, Texas.
Now, when you do the triathlon, what guy pushes you?
What pushes me is just to get better every year.
No, is there a guy that pushes you in the wheelchair, or do you just... Who pushes you? Like... Hello?
No, I have the herd. The herd that follows me.
Dr. Steve in the room says, try ass-alon.
So you're really doing a triathlon this summer? You do it every year?
Yes, sir.
Now, but Lady Trucker, I've seen pictures of you. You're a bigger woman. You're a big girl. You're not like a fucking svelte. Or am I out of my mind? Did you get really shredded or something?
No, I don't get shredded, but just my goal is just to, just improve every year, and that's something I'm going to do for life, and tries to keep me honest, because from now until the triathlon, I eat good, train just half-ass. It's tough making the time I need with the amount of time I work trucking. But, from now until the middle of July, I do good, and then I stick around and, start eating wrong again from July until the holidays.
Steve from Bayshore, Lady Truckers Triathlon means she goes to White Castle, Burger King, and KFC all in one day.
Well, I mean, look, dude, we're two fatties that haven't fucking lifted a weight or fucking sweated in months, and she's fucking working out doing a triathlon. So,
hey,
I mean, it really bums me out, actually.
If she can fucking do it, what's our excuse?
Yeah, no, I just, the fun thing about
breast cancer.
No, just the fun part of the triathlon community is that you're just out there and literally trying is the try part of it.
Right.
And,
Boo. Did you really just say that you're out there trying to get it done, and that's the try part of the triathlon?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, this is what sucks about your radio show. You have to answer the phone because nobody calls. Hey, it's kind of scary who this is. Pick it up. Nobody has called the whole show. There's no way around it. Just answer it. You have to.
Dr. Steve says, yeah, two fatzos making fun of LT actually doing some physical activity. The triathlon community.
Mother's Trucker, it is actually 250 yards swimming, a 15-mile bike ride, and a 5K walk. I was able to jog half of it last year, and this year I'm hoping to jog the whole thing.
Well, that's cool. Very cool.
Well,
keep us posted on the keep us posted on the details, and we'll promote it for you.
Yeah, sure. But
All right.
I mean, probably the fun. One of the fun parts of triathlons is you do get the mixed training in. You don't have to just run. You don't have to just bike. You don't have to weightlift. And
that's the thing I was saying is that everybody's different. Everybody has their own fucking thing that gets them off. And that's the one thing, as a fat motherfucker, you have to find. Yours is triathlons or doing that once a year, and mine was going to the gym and, whatever, doing the treadmill and lifting weights and fucking eating healthy. Everybody has a different fucking way of doing it. But I know how to get thin again. I know how to do it. I've done it so many times. It's just fucking doing it. And that's what sucks.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to admiring your six-pack abs this summer from the compound.
It's gonna be fucking there. I swear to God, I'm back on. I'm gonna be in shape by the summer. I guarantee it. And this time I'm gonna try not to get fat again.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. I mean, go for it. Find some hot girls to root you on.
Well, I'm married, so that's another thing. That's another reason why I get fat. Why should I get abs? For who? Her? Fuck her.
All right, Lady Trucker, thanks for calling.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Bye. We got actually have
honk, honk.
You say nobody fucking calls the show. Call her with the 719 area code. You're on the Radio Freaks with Robert Kelly.
Hey, Bobby, go fuck yourself. People call this show.
Yeah, but we're not people. You're a doctor.
Whoever that was that Dr. Steve?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that was. That wasn't his phone number. No, that wasn't his area code. Believe me, I have Dr. Steve's numbers. Unless that was his house phone.
Listen, he's in Thailand right now, picking up little boys to do experiments on.
He's saying in the chat room, no, it wasn't me.
Now this is gonna hurt just a little bit. He's trying to. I know he has a human centipede in his fucking basement.
This is going to clear up the anal seepage that's coming out of your rectum. Just going to put a hot beef injection in your hiney.
I'm trying to discover why Filipino boys' skins are so soft. So I'm going to peel back all your skin.
It puts lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
I'm just going to taste around your asshole.
creepy.
If you feel the need to ejaculate, just let me know.
That's why I go every couple seconds in my sentences. So if you want to come in my mouth,
I will catch your ejaculate in this specimen jar. It looks very suspiciously like my mouth.
Hi, listen, motherfuckers. I gotta get going. I got a ton of radio to tomorrow. I gotta get to bed.
Yeah, we didn't expect you to stay on the phone with us this long. We appreciate it.
I know you got me on a goddamn good night, didn't you? You just got me on a lonely night in a hotel.
I was just gonna say
get me yapping.
we got you on a fucking lonely night away from your wife, where you have nothing else better to do than talk to us shit dicks. All right, Bobby.
Man.
We really appreciate it.
I'll talk to you guys soon, all right?
All right, man. Bananas Comedy Club next weekend, January 15th and 14th and 15th. Catch Bobby up at Bananas. You can go to the website. I guess Google the website since it's not a .com, but you can go to the website, or you can call the show. call Bananas for tickets, 201-727.
I'll get my app.
1090, or get Bobby's app off of robertkellylive.com. Bananas is Route 17 South in Hasbrook Heights, 201-727-1090. Can't beat $15 tickets. So go check Bobby out. And we've got...
Bye, Steve. Bye, Steve. Bye, Hudson. Bye, Lady Chucker.
It's
Bye,
like
fucking
it's like you're
everybody else.
It's like you're playing fucking Romper Room. In the mirror, I see
Yeah.
little Dr.
And bye,
Stevie.
Bellini. Whatever her name is.
Hey, Bobby, kill him, huh?
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you later, buddy. Bye.
Bye.
The great Robert Kelly.
Yeah.
Always funny when he fucking calls. Always fucking kills. But
Because I shut up. That's why.
Well, you can check him out Friday the 15th and Saturday the 16th. 3 shows, Friday 9 o'clock and Saturday 8 and 10:30. You can call Bananas 201-727-1090 for tickets. Also, don't forget to check out our other guest this evening, the great Bret Ernst from Vince Vaughn's Wild West Comedy Show. He's doing 5 shows with Bonnie McFarlane at the Stress Factory. StressFactory.com for tickets, 732-545-HA-HA. Thursday, January 6th at 8. Friday, January 7th, 8 and 10:30. And then Saturday, January 8th, 8 and 10:30. And he'll be coming down to Helium Comedy Club down here in Philadelphia towards the end of the month. You can catch him January 26th through the January 29th at Helium Comedy Club. You can check out heliumcomedy.com for details on that, or you can call 215-496-9001. So, had a good first show back. Also, check out Bret's website, breternst.com, BRETERNST.com, and, of course, robertkellylive.com for dates. Be playing the Playboy Club out in Las Vegas, getting him some bunny tail. And then he'll be, looks like he'll be in Connecticut, New York, Albany, and then in March he'll be down to Point Pleasant at Uncle Vinny's. That'll probably be the next time I'll see him, is in March. So, we want to thank everybody for stopping by the show tonight. We're going to get ready to get the fuck out of here, I think. Check us out Wednesday nights, radiofreaks.tv, 9 o'clock. We're live all this month. All new shows all this month. Check us out, radiofreaks.tv. If you miss a show or you didn't get the chance to hear the entire show, on the upper left-hand side of the page, you'll see the Freakcast archives. Click on that link, and it'll take you to a list of all the shows that are we've done since the very beginning, and you can go back and listen to them all there. Or you can subscribe to us on iTunes by putting in the Radio Freaks, and you can listen to us on your iDevice, whatever it happens to be. We got anything else to plug there?
No, I think we're good now.
We'll be back next week, where the great Adam Ferrara will be joining us again as our guest.
Yay!
Adam Ferrara will be on. And we'll also have Don Jameson from That Metal Show on VH1 Classics with Jim Florentine and Eddie Trunk. So check that out. That will be next week. The week after that, we're doing Jesse Joyce on the 19th, and the 26th we'll have Bret Ernst and the amazing Jonathan. So January's looking to be a really good month. February's not shaping up too bad either. We're looking to hopefully get Natasha Leggero, Dr. John Valby, Dr. Dirty, Jim Brewer, and David Tell. So stay tuned to the Radio Freaks for big things coming in 2011. And of course, we're not talking about our cock size because we all know that's not big. But
waist size, though.
Your what hurts?
Waist size.
Thanks for tuning in. And actually, let me give Dr. Steve a plug real quick. There's no live Weird Medicine this week. It's going to be a new Weird Medicine next week. Next Saturday, the 15th, I believe it is. At midnight, you can hear him on the Saturday Night Virus, Sirius 197, XM 202, Dr. Steve, PA John, Double Vasectomy Todd, Chest Pain Rob, the whole crew. I don't know if Jefferson's going to show up this week or not, but you can check out Dr. Steve. Very, very funny show, Weird Medicine, and very insightful as far as weird medicine things that you would not ask your doctor about. Penis problems and nutsack seepage and all sorts of shit. So go check them out. drsteve.com for more information. And we will be right back here next fucking week with a brand new goddamn show. And Adam Ferrara and Don Jameson will be our guests. See you next week.
Good night.
See ya.